Right now. Hi, everyone. This is a continuation. We've been playing this for, oh my god, a while at this point. Like a few weeks. We haven't gotten that. Well, we've gotten through a few hours. But, you know, we're making progress. It's kind of a long game, so I don't
We're
think
getting
everybody will
there.
be able to do it.
We,
Hang on, is my mic coming through? Yes, it is. Okay, cool.
we got really stumped by something that shouldn't have been a stumper last week.
Yeah. Anyway, hi everyone. It's Forbidden Mystery Vault. You're watching us live on Cable 2. We got me, Riley, we got Soul, and nobody else. Echo's vanished. Gone with the wind. I gotta stream it to Soul. Wouldn't be a FMV stream if I forgot to do that. But didn't forget to do that.
Well,
Is this game good?
Strictly speaking, it's not like everyone had to know that you didn't stream it to me because I didn't say it out loud.
I just wanted to say it because it's funny. Anyway, is this game good?
Rules.
I would say this game is pretty good. It's a very enjoyable visual novel. I'd like there to be more videos in it. There hasn't been a lot of that. There has been some, but just not as much as I would maybe like.
I like the Tamagotchi.
That's fair enough. It's time I skinned this cat. I need to get rid of this costume. Whatever it takes. Goodbye.
Goodbye! Is this really the last scene we were on? I'm like amazed.
Yes.
That I let you leave on this.
I had to go to the vet.
I know that you had to, but if I remembered seeing this image, I think it would have changed my life.
Yeah.
But I mean, you clicked that time to skin this cat, so
I take hold of the head in both hands and yank it up as hard as I can.
Oh my god. Oh ho!
Please tell me I'm not just imagining things. The head feels a whole lot looser than it did before.
Oh?
I give it a good enough push, then maybe... Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god!
It comes off. I did it. I slip out of the rest of the cat costume and gleefully abandon as I head for the knick-knack shop. Oh my god.
Literally 3 lines from the keep out that we were waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you know.
That's how it is. We'll see you soon, Tama.
See you soon, Tama.
Okay. Did we even...
Norikawa has a choice, which we can do now. Kano just immediately got bad-ended.
Yeah, Kano immediately died, Aichi's stuck, and I think we haven't even looked at Osawa.
We have multiple jumps that we can access from this, yeah. Since we, like, basically finished this route.
Tama has a bunch of jumps that we can't use.
I think this one might be. I don't know.
Maybe we can use that one, but...
We haven't done Osawa at all yet. Do you want to do this one?
Yeah, let's go Minorikawa style. Right, we got a bad end via Minorikawa...
Getting hypnotized.
He's gonna start a ruckus.
You think that's the right one?
I mean... I don't know how much it matters.
I'm gonna start a ruckus. He kept his voice firm, his words short and clipped. Do you want to be Mr. Yanagashita, since it's just us two?
Hey now! No need for that, sir! Just settle down! Who doesn't like a silly little magic show now and then?
You've got 2 minutes!
Hey! A minute can't have passed already!
1 minute.
Just what kind of watch you got there?
Tell me why the demo isn't starting.
Well, you know, no real reason, really.
Man was getting seriously flustered.
I just, you know, wanted folks to get to see a Metal Magic show first.
Nope, try again. 30 seconds left.
Okay. Alright. What happened is the required merchandise.
What happened to the merchandise? Norikawa demanded. Give the guy a dagger stare.
Well, you know, just
Time's up. The man's face went pale.
Right.
Oh my
I
God.
think Tama did have a keep out that was
Yeah, Tama has a jump to here.
that was allow Minorikawa to exist
Yep.
out of here. So do you want to just do that?
Yeah. Dakota fucking Tama. Which we're gonna have to do multiple times because she has like 3 jumps.
She has like every important jump, it seems.
That's a jump to Achi Endo, so that's that keep
Oh
out.
wait, what? Is it here?
Unfamiliar man.
Yeah, because
That's when she bursts in.
Minorikawa is the unfamiliar man. Right. Ah! Oops! Sorry to keep you waiting! You're late! What the heck have you been doing?
Mr. Yanagashita practically throws himself at me. The weight must have been killing him. Someone behind me, and I don't recognize.
Who is that guy? Jump!
Thank you for the effects.
Ah! Oops! Sorry to keep you waiting!
A girlish voice exclaimed. A moment later, a furry figure came charging into the demo room. The crowd
Yeah,
fell
what does
silent
this
at
look
the
like
sight of a
from
young
the-
woman in a cat costume.
From the perspective of anyone else.
Catgirl panted visibly. Her arms were loaded with cardboard boxes.
You're late! What the heck have you been doing?
Grabbing the newcomer by one paw, he vanished with her to the back room. The chubby-cheeked girl wrapped up her magic routine and hurried after them. The audience stared at the now empty stage in confusion. Several minutes passed before the organizer reappeared.
Ladies! Terribly sorry to have kept you waiting! But now, I'm proud to introduce you to the worldwide sensation that is Burning Hammer!
His fucking pose! At his signal, the young woman and a cat appeared on stage. Allow us to explain just how this revolutionary new diet drink works its magic, the young woman explained cheerily. The cat nodded and threw out her arms.
For the first time in human history, you can drink a single bottle and lose a whole kilogram! Just drink and burn that excess weight away!
And with that, sales demo was underway. Good 25 minutes behind schedule.
25 minutes!
5 minutes into the presentation, things began to go awry.
Boy, did they!
An angry clamor filled the room. What the heck are you trying to pull? I can't believe you'd actually try to sell something like this.
trying to sell something like this!
The outrage had been triggered by something the young woman on stage had said. She'd inadvertently let slip that Burning Hammer was the sort of thing you could buy at a 100 yen shop. The would-be customers were furious to learn that they were about to be played for suckers. Most of them had immediately tried to storm out of the room. Now, the organizer, the full-figured young woman, and the girl in cat costume were at the door, doing their best to hold back the tide.
Uh-oh.
Things had gotten pretty interesting, really.
Norikawa's like, awesome.
Norikawa pulled out his digital camera and started firing off snapshots of the angry crowd. Do you want to read this?
Some modern digital cameras come with the remarkable ability to automatically trigger the shutter when the subject smiles. This function also works if the camera is presented with a TV or photo image of people smiling. There are even cases of cameras recognizing faces in the wood grain of ceilings. After all, if we can make out faces in the wood when we're gazing lazily up at the ceiling, we can't fault the camera for doing the same.
True.
Why is this?
It's important.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the frenzy was so intense that he was soon caught up with the flow and pushed out of the room. Fine. I guess I'll just need to do some interviews instead of getting pictures. Excuse me, he asked the woman. Would you mind if I asked you some...
Shut your mouth!
Would you mind telling me a little bit about...
Don't you talk to me!
Can I get a word on... Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. The women were so enraged that Minorikawa couldn't get any of them to give him the time of day. For long, the entire crowd had surged out of the room and departed. Oh, well. Guess I've got enough to do a write-up, at least. It will be nice to get a quote from somebody. He decided to try for an interview with the man who'd organized this fiasco. How did the guy feel, for instance, about his product scam falling through? Heading back into the event room, Minorikawa passed by the cat mascot. Is this seriously the jump to that keep out?
Wait, huh? I think this is just an unnecessary. This is just an unnecessary jump. I think because like I remember the scene happening.
Okay, but what if I jump here? Does it get rid of that keep out? No, it doesn't. It's literally just a jump.
Wait! Hold on. But from here, you can jump back.
Yeah, that's great. For no fucking reason. Oh, that's very funny. Why is there a jump point there?
Why not?
Okay. Minorikawa passed by the cat mascot. Cat gave him a tiny nod and walked off without a word. He couldn't see the face of the girl inside the costume, but she seemed genuinely dejected that Burning Hammer had been a bust. Hey, I'm Minoru Minorikawa, freelance reporter. I was wondering if I could have 5 minutes of your time. The organizer sat alone in the midst of his ruined displays. It will become the most important jump point in the whole game. That would be really funny if it had to be
really
important
weird.
later.
I mean, maybe it's important for like I don't know, like one of the like weird gimmick things you can do somehow.
Yeah. That's you, this line.
Oh, it's you!
The man's voice had lost all its earlier punch.
Here. My
I think
credentials.
I think this is me. It's
Oh,
here.
Oh,
my
yeah.
credentials.
one ago. I can still remember
It's band
how the music used to make me smile. And you what my kids.
the strange sound alert.
And maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me so
Why is it so muffled?
with whip paper little bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried. What I read about is weird brown. But something touched me deep inside.
Why is it making that noise?
The day the music.
Okay, well, now that sound alert is over, that caused me great distress. I'm going to continue playing the game. The man introduced himself as Yanagashita. Minorikawa got right down to business. So, Your sales demo is over, Mr. Yanagashita. How do you feel right now?
How do I feel? Well, tomorrow is another day, I guess.
Norikawa was impressed by the guy's candor. I'm a little surprised to hear that. I figured you'd be more disappointed.
Oh, I'm plenty disappointed. I took a big gamble here to repay my debts, and I lost.
Yanagashita didn't seem to be trying to hide anything. Debts? Norikawa asked.
There was a girl I was in love with.
A girl who he watched at the wrestling bar all the time, and he spent all his money on this wrestling bar girl. It's not. It's kind of portraying it in a different way.
Yeah, I wound up spending everything on her.
Stared wistfully into the distance. Ah, interesting. You wouldn't be the first man to go to such lengths for a woman.
Yeah, I suppose not.
A rueful smile crossed his lips. This guy didn't strike me Norikawa as some dyed-in-the-wool scam artist.
But I decided it was time to stop feeling sorry for myself. There are plenty of people in the world who have it way worse off. You know?
You got that right. Norikawa nodded in agreement.
So I just figure, well, as long as I'm still alive, maybe another opportunity could come my way.
A more earnest smile broke through Yanagashita's forlorn expression. Norikawa wished Toyama could have been there to hear this fellow. I have a friend who's in an incredible amount of debt myself, Norikawa said. He runs a publishing company, but there was a big mix-up with the scratch cards in his magazine, and... Oh, hey, Echo.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you get my message?
You said E.
The Columbo one, I think. It didn't come up, so I didn't show it to Riley.
Oh.
Okay.
If Columbo's on screen, you have to stop and wait. No, yeah, Columbo's not been on screen. The only thing that's happened is we jumped back and forth between Tama and Minorikawa, so we can continue Minorikawa's story. And then he couldn't get an interview with any of the women who were really angry about the presentation failing, but he's doing an interview with Mr. Yanagashita, the scam artist.
Okay, solid, yeah.
Anyway, this is you saying scratch cards.
Scratch cards?
It's not important, Minorikawa said hurriedly. Any more people know about the whole scratch card fiasco certainly wouldn't do Toyama any favors. Anyhow, debt is a terrible thing. Oh, by the way, this is unrelated, but are you familiar with a group called SOS? Apparently there's some legendary street gang here in Shibuya.
SOS?
Yanagashita shook his head.
No, never heard of them.
Guess I'm not gonna get any leads on that case here. Norikawa wondered if there's anything else worth asking this guy. Yes. Maybe Yanagashita would be willing to take his Shibuya Now survey? Taking a little bit of the burden off of Chiaki seemed like a good idea. I have another question. How do you feel about your life right now?
Huh?
How do you feel about your life? Your products aren't selling. You can't repay your debts. And yet you still refuse to give up, believing opportunity will come your way. How do you feel about all that? Yanagashita paused in thought.
say I'm a pretty lucky guy.
Norikawa was taken somewhat aback by that response.
I haven't been able to sell any burning hammer. And sure, I can't pay off my debts. But even so,
Yanagashita looked Norikawa right in the eye.
the two cute young girls that got working for me have stuck with me through thick and thin.
I don't like how you
Sometimes-
said that.
Maybe you just need to be content with something like that, you know?
That was refreshingly forthright. Norikawa was surprised.
And I mean, so what if I got debts?
Yanagashita went on.
In the long run, none of that matters. Not really. Uh-oh.
There was a knock at the door.
Hey, I think it's about to matter. Oh,
Oh
excuse me a
no.
moment. I wonder who that could be.
He opened the door and his face froze.
Damn. Was it quite quick enough? Hey, I think Minorikawa just killed Yash. Mr. Minorikawa,
Yes?
you'll have to pardon me. I've had a little something crop up here, so if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. Not a problem. I've got other interviews I need to get to anyway, so I'll just... Yanagashita was out the door before Minorikawa could even finish. We didn't even get to see what it was.
Did he run?
Stepping out of the hallway, Minorikawa could faintly hear voices from the adjoining demo room. It sounded like Mr. Yanagashita and the two other men. Minorikawa couldn't make out any words, but he could tell they were arguing about something.
Sure
It
are.
was probably some consumer complaint against one of his products, or an issue with a client company. Something along
Nope.
those lines. Man, people who run companies sure have it rough. You hang in there, Mr. Yanagashita. It's his fucking
Okay.
debt collectors.
Okay.
Well, it's not a bad end.
Well, it's not our fucking problem.
It's not
Well,
our
it's not Minorikawa's fucking problem.
Oh, perfect. Oh, no, wait, that's this guy. I think this is Echo, yeah.
Oh.
It's the shopkeeper, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, perfect timing. I don't know what the shopkeeper sounded like.
I don't also. It's fine. Norikawa stopped short as a familiar voice called out to him. It was the man he'd spoken to earlier that afternoon about the surveillance cameras.
Hey, come here for a sec.
The man waved him over. Ugh, what is it? I'm real busy right now.
I've got a scoop for you. Saw it with my own eyes.
Minorikawa raised an eyebrow. Give me the details.
Okay, so a little while ago, I saw some foreign guy in handcuffs arguing with someone who looked like a detective.
Foreigner in handcuffs? Had it been some kind of international sting or something? Whatever the case, it wasn't such a rare thing to see. Where was this?
Just over there, behind the police station.
Minorikawa furrowed his brow. The suspect arguing with a cop outside a police station wasn't all that weird. Still, he had a feeling he was missing something here.
Well, the big thing is what happened afterward.
Afterward? Man leaned in conspiratorially.
The detective undid the guy's handcuffs and let him run off.
Whoa, what?
I'm telling you, man. It had to have been like a bribe or something.
Bribe? That seemed unlikely.
I swear that's what it had to be. There was some wheel greasing going on.
You're not making this all up, are you? He regarded the man coldly. The guy still seemed quite legitimately worked up.
It's all true. Please, you have to report this to the police right away.
Why do I have to? If you have a tip for the police, go give it yourself. He didn't quite manage to stop himself from saying that out loud.
No, I can't. I'm no good when it comes to police. Besides, they're never gonna believe someone like me.
Okay, so maybe he had a point there. What do you mean by that, Midorikawa?
But you're some world-class reporter, right? The cops will totally take your word over that of a random nobody. That burp was in character.
Midorikawa didn't have
I don't know
time
if
to
he came
debate
through.
the point. It was easier just to make the call. He phoned up the police to leave the tip. The man bowed repeatedly, looking pretty grateful.
Oh, thank you so much. I haven't been able to get any business done with those scary thugs around.
What thugs? What line of business are you in anyway?
What?
Man suddenly went pale.
Whoops. I gotta get going.
He skittered off in alarm.
Damn, skittered.
Midorikawa was left to wonder what this guy's line of work actually was. But he had more important things to worry about at the moment. He carried off in the other direction. Before long, he arrived back at Cafe L'Octre. The clock on the wall showed that it was close to 2 o'clock. He had to somehow fill 6 more pages before the loan company came to Heaven Publishing to collect. He booted up his laptop. What's with this coffee shop? You've got no good magazines here. Norikawa looked up. Oh no, it's the dad.
Oh, it's the dad. Man, this dude
His
sucks.
dad sucks so much. An older man is complaining to one of the waitresses. It's the same guy who'd been yelling at his daughter earlier. Evidently, he'd been here at the cafe this whole time.
Haven't you got any magazines for me to read?
The man's face was a mask of irritation. Norikawa glanced at the magazines in the rack. They were mostly geared toward a younger reader. The waitress sifted through the stacks and pulled something from the back. Perhaps this would be to your liking, sir? She held out an issue of 4-star general gossip.
Don't be ridiculous! This is vulgar, low-grade filth! I wouldn't even use the paper it's printed on for compost!
That was a harsh way to put it, but Norikawa couldn't fault him for speaking the truth. The man continued grumbling as he went back to his seat. Norikawa headed over to the magazine rack himself and picked up the gossip. He opened the front cover and found the scratch card still inserted within. These things were still out there. It was bad news. Toyama might have end up even further in debt. Bah! Norikawa yanked the scratch card out and tore it to bits. Sir, what are you doing? The waitress rushed to stop him, only for the pieces to rain down on her like confetti. The magazine itself is still perfectly readable. There was no problem here. He strode back to his seat and gazed at his laptop screen.
What is wrong with him?
It still hadn't finished booting up. In the meantime, he decided to give Chiaki a call. How old is your laptop?
Well, it's 2008.
I guess so, yeah. She picked up right away. Hello? This is Echo.
I think Echo's, yeah.
This is the really shy girl who has been encouraged, so she's nice. She's like
Yeah.
doing better now.
I'm smacking my face.
I
I'm
mess
giving
someone up
myself-
super bad, usually with punches and kicks.
Hi there, good to hear from you.
How's progress?
I did it. I managed to get people to hear me out.
Course you did. You got your pointers from me.
Yes, I couldn't have done it without you, Mr. Mino.
Her mood had done a complete 180. Minoru allowed himself a little sigh of relief. Okay, then. Head back to the editing department and put together an article for it.
You got it, sir.
She's winning.
I'll email you as soon as I'm done with things on my end. Just use the DTP to slide your piece into the right spot in the layout.
Abbreviation for desktop publishing refers to the process of editing a manuscript's layout on a computer preparatory to sending it to the printer. Also used to refer to the software used for creating such layouts. Creating layout data that is ready for printing but has not actually been printed yet is also sometimes called a DTP.
Literally never heard of it.
I mean, it's direct to printer, I think.
Oh, it's desktop publishing.
Oh.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I guess that's actually what they said it was.
Yeah. Minoru hung up, then rolled up his sleeves. He
He's
sure was
so
towing
fucking.
He sure was towing a pretty narrow line today. Burning Hammervin had kept him a little longer than anticipated. Now I needed to clean up his copy as soon as possible in order to stick to his schedule. When he
I
turned
think
back
it's
towards
really
his laptop, however, he froze with shock. What's up?
I think it's really funny to me that like the other two of our other guys are Osawa, who isn't that bad, but still definitely has some problems, and a cop, and I'm like, Minoru was definitely the worst for that. God.
He's just like the most, like, he's just kind of an asshole. What? His laptop monitor was still a black, empty screen.
Oh
There's
my
no way it would
God.
take this long to finish booting up.
Oh
Oh,
no.
it couldn't be. No, no, don't let it be true. Had his computer decided to pick now of all times to give up the ghost?
The fucking reflection.
Minoru felt the blood drain from his face. Fucking music.
Ah,
To be continued.
Oh my God, this is the end of his hour.
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Hey, out of every shot, Sprout, I need you to get this one the most. I need this as a sticker on Discord. Okay, let me go back to that. I don't know when that is in the time chart, though.
I mean, it's the end, because
Yeah.
it's the thing that happens right before he oh my God.
Hang on, let me go and get it.
Yeah, let's go get that, and then
Everything
let's
will be okay.
go. Let's get our fill of Columbo.
I'm so excited for Columbo.
Okay, no, I just have to skip past.
You can't like go to the future with that.
No. Is there a skip button? Mm,
No.
no. It's fine. There's like a few dialogue text. That's... Is he, you know?
No.
Yeah, he's quite straight. Me when I'm trapped in the computer.
Bam.
Me when I'm trapped in the computer.
Clean. Powerful.
I did take a screenshot.
Yeah, I took one too, but but I'm just like proud of. it being note before the text showed up.
Yeah,
It's the fucking computer.
this is a really good one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, oh hey, we finished that's Midori Kawa's hour done. Nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
Easy hour.
Solid time. We're gonna get another immediately bad end. I don't deserve to be forgiven for what I've done.
I'm gonna be real. I have no idea how Kano's getting out of that one.
Yeah.
Other than somehow Osawa doing something, I think.
Yeah. We may have both done the same things, but my motives, those were different. So I don't regret what I did. And yet, someone were to ask if there was some small part of me that wanted to see the results of my research. I could not deny it. Saw grabbed his shoes in the entryway and then headed for the back door. He didn't want the detectives in his living room to know he was going to meet with Makino. That pest Kajiwara was nowhere in sight. Now was his chance to slip away.
Yeah, sure, man. Definitely.
I have a
We
feeling
know who this is.
Yeah, Echo.
Gotcha.
Speak of the devil, Kajiwara snuck up behind him.
You going out?
No. I was just... Osawa felt something inside his shoe. Glancing down, he saw a rubber duck stuffed inside it. Is this your doing?
I laid a booby trap. Or rather, a ducky trap.
Originally, a type of lethal trap used during wartime to catch clumsy or unawary soldiers, boobies. In modern parlance, however, the term frequently signifies a harmless prank, such as setting a blackboard eraser atop a classroom door so it falls into whoever opens the door.
I want to take a screenshot of just the boobies in apostrophe in brackets. Creaking. Kajiwara beamed with self-satisfaction. You know, you act like a grade schooler. Echo.
Indeed, sir. I am a grown man with a youthful heart.
We'll leave it to Kajiwara to yet again missed the point entirely. With a sigh, Osawa tossed the duck at him. Kajiwara caught it nimbly in one hand, stuffed it right into his pocket.
I won't tell you that you aren't allowed to leave, sir. All I ask is that you tell me where you've been and where you plan on going.
My work is highly confidential. I'm not at liberty to discuss just anything about.
Please try to work with me on this, sir.
He leaned in uncomfortably close.
Do you recall what I said before about how I'd appreciate if you didn't keep secrets from me?
So I hesitated, inwardly debating how much he should share. I'm gonna buy cigarettes! I feel like we should probably tell him... Like, we don't have to tell him everything, but just tell him that we're meeting someone, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
He decided to tell the truth. Alright, I'll tell you. Just leave me... Oh, fuck. Just leave me in peace. One of my colleagues is waiting for me outside. Oh my god. Why is this so scary?
Who is it?
I'm sorry. That's all I can say.
Would you tell me a bit about what you'll be discussing?
Hajimura leaned in even closer. His eyes twinkled with suspicion. I can't share corporate secrets, Detective. Like how you don't tell me anything about the state of your investigation. That was really long. It goes both ways. I don't know why the text was so slow.
Because they're both talking slowly, I think.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
It might have been childish reasoning,
It's
but it
building-
worked on Kajiwara.
All right. In that case, I have just one condition. Please, take this with you.
He's so wet! He's so sopping wet! Pathetic! What's this?
It's a bug tracker, sir. It'll beep in response to a nearby listening device.
Oh my god. This is coming
Hey,
up
fucking
again.
what? But it's
Oh
back.
dear.
Just going to meet someone from work. I don't need this. He pushed Kajiwara's hand aside and the bug tracker fell to the floor.
Dude, you need this.
This is you, Echo.
Mr. Osawa, you mustn't underestimate the lengths to which the kidnappers might go.
For once, the detective's face was all seriousness. Alright. Fine. Sarah snatched the device and hid out the door. Literally, why would it be bad for you to have a bug tracker? It lets you know if someone's listening to your corporate secrets. That's good for you.
He
Like-
doesn't want to give Kajiwara anything.
Yeah. Makido's car was parked out front. A driver stood alongside it. It's so dark in Osawa's house, but it is daytime. Like, it's 2 p.m. It looks like it's
really
nighttime because
funny.
of the lighting. It's so funny.
It's really good.
Osawa exchanged a wordless greeting with him, then got into the back. He found Makino reclining under the luxurious leather seats. Smoking inside the fucking car. No, then. Who wants to do Makino? Who wants to be this corporate guy?
Now then, what did you want to ask me about?
Yeah, sure. Lighting a cigar. He gulped sidelong at Osawa. He took a huge puff. I was hoping you could explain the situation to me, sir.
Which situation would that be?
So you're still gonna beat around the bush, even now. Osawa suppressed an urge to shout at him. Are you the one who let the antiviral out of the lab, sir?
Yes, that was me.
Makino didn't bat an eyelid. So why do you get so coy a few months earlier? But how? The fingerprint authentication system is almost unbreakable. Getting access to the storage area would... He trailed off as a thought suddenly occurred to him. It was not strictly true that fingerprint authentication was the only means of entry. Osawa and Tanaka had both set up passwords as a failsafe in case an injured fingertip somehow prevented them from operating the scanner properly. These passwords are 10-character alphanumeric strings. No one could just haphazardly fumble their way in. Could Makino have sent a request to the electronics locks manufacturer and asked them to unlock it then? No, that required the approval of 6 board members. And Osawa was one of those 6 people. There really seemed to be no way of getting in without leaving any trace.
You're absolutely right, of course. I couldn't gain access to the lab without you and Tanaka. But I didn't have to.
He exhaled a large plume of smoke.
You remember when we released the samples for animal testing?
No, it couldn't be. Saw broke out in a sweat.
Ah, but it could. I had them divert some of the samples intended for animal testing. Naturally, that didn't leave any record of anything being taken from the lab.
Osawa bit his lip hard. He couldn't help but feel betrayed by his company. But why? Makino let out a nasal, one-note chuckle.
You don't seem to grasp just how valuable this thing really is.
This voice is really appropriate later down the line. It's really working out. What do you mean by that, sir? Makino lowered his voice.
There's a major world power out there that has already weaponized the UA virus.
For a moment, Sawa thought this was just a sick joke. The look on Makino's face told him otherwise.
I've been informed that it was recently used on a military installation in the Middle East. Within 12 hours of dispersal, there were at least 800 casualties. If you include civilians, the number jumps to over 2,000. Any evidence of the disease agent and the bomb that delivered it has, of course, been covered up.
Sawa listened in amazement, his outrage that any government would commit such an atrocity not quite suppressing his excitement at discovering that the virus could be propagated by explosive means.
Osawa, you gotta.
You sick fuck!
Look, he at least feels
felt a
bad about
flush
it. He
of
feels
guilt in his own
really bad
fascination.
about it. He's like, I need to stop being a nerd. The antiviral you created, Osawa, has the potential to render this weapon useless. Right now, Okoshi Pharmaceutical possesses the sole means to combat UA.
Makino's lips curled into a boastful grin.
Any number of countries would love to get their hands on it. The major power in question has offered an unprecedented sum.
Oh my god, they're just gonna buy the vaccine so that nobody can use it, so they can keep using fucking chemicals just to use a weapon.
And that's hardly a surprise. Having a monopoly on the antiviral makes the weapon itself that much more valuable.
To Osawa, this was a glimpse into another terrifying world, one he had barely imagined previously. So you wanted to get human testing over with as soon as possible. Is that it? Makino shrugged.
I explained full well to the locals what the risks of experimentation were, and they were paid in accordance to said risks. They willingly consented to infection with the UA virus.
Sophistry. Nothing more. Used money to deceive a bunch of poor farmers.
Come on, Osawa. Who's being disingenuous now?
Makino eyed him with contempt and let out another puff of smoke right into his face. It was right into his face.
I know you, Osawa, and I know you're not really concerned for a bunch of hick farmers. All you care about is your research. The thing that's really nagging you right now is that someone went ahead and did the final clinicals without you.
Oh, spare me the ridicule, sir. As a virologist, I have a moral duty to...
To what? Go to the media with this? Do you have any idea how much money the company has thrown at your lab to keep it up and running?
I love them putting this in like a really tense and active scene.
30 billion yen! 200 billion yen per year on everything!
Osawa's lab has incurred expenses of roughly 30 billion yen in developing the antiviral medication. Koshi Pharmaceuticals spends approximately 200 billion yen per year on research and development. Osawa's work is the single most costly element of that budget. Osawa gaped.
I don't like that.
I do appreciate all the company has done for me, sir. He spoke so quietly that his voice was not... Oh, hang on. I do appreciate all the work that the company has done for me, sir.
In any event, now that you know about the human testing, I can't let you go to America.
How do you know about that? He'd insisted that I kept his planned relocation a secret, but apparently she told her father regardless.
If you insist on making the move anyway, I'll use any means necessary to stop you.
Any means necessary? Makino regarded Osawa with a
Bloodshot gaze. He's pissed.
He's pissed, and he's shoving those fat darts. Any means necessary? Osawa swallowed the lump in his throat. Sir, you don't mean that my daughter's kidnapping was...
Don't be ridiculous. Of course that wasn't me.
Nevertheless... Oh no, wait, that's you.
Nevertheless, I'll do what I must to keep you in line. Remember that.
Understood. I'll turn down the U.S. job offer. Osawa heard his own voice like the thin drone of a tiny insect. He felt utterly powerless.
I can't simply take your word on that. Do it now. I want to hear you do it myself.
Osawa, I'm sorry, you're kind of like...
He's fucked.
It's kind of like bitch. He could have done something about this, I think. Like, he really just, like, he started fighting and then he immediately gave up.
He immediately gave up, yeah.
I don't blame him for it, because he has, like, he has a horrible marriage. He's been tormented by Columbo all day. And also, his daughters are both missing. Well, both his daughters.
His daughters are both missing right now. He just doesn't know it.
Yeah, and so he's kind of in, like, maybe the worst day of his life.
No, wait.
He did hear about his other daughter. Yeah.
One of his daughters is missing, and the other one he knows is being chased by a man.
Yeah, by a man with a gun.
Because he knows this is happening to her.
He jutted his daughter with the phone in the backseat console.
B.
I gotta go,
Come
B,
on.
right? I gotta.
Come on, Osawa.
Osawa, you
Come
could
on.
do it, Osawa.
Come on.
Believe in yourself.
Maybe you can be saved by Columbo.
Couldn't this wait just a little bit, sir? It's alright. Maybe you can still find a way out.
You already know what my decision is.
His tone carried an edge of intimidation. Osawa didn't reply. He simply stared at the telephone. He felt like an insect who'd had all its legs plucked off.
Damn.
This is
You
you.
need to think about your wife, too.
Nagata's words were barely above a murmur. Realizing that his boss was speaking as Ai's father, Osawa couldn't bring himself to resist further. He reached out for the phone. It would be around 10 p.m. local time for the American firm. He decided to call his contact's personal phone. The headhunter was shocked to hear that Osawa wanted to decline the position. When he pressed for the reasons behind the decision, Osawa hung up.
Really
Visibly
normal
relieved,
and not suspicious.
Makino lit up a fresh cigar. Sir, there's one thing I don't understand.
And what's that?
Osawa's head was feeling fuzzy. The smoke inside the vehicle had gotten extremely thick. If someone has this top-secret information, why wouldn't they threaten the company as a whole? Why send those emails to me, personally?
I'm not sure. There's an internal investigation already underway. We'll find the source of the leak soon enough.
At this point, though, Sawa wasn't sure knowing who originally leaked the info mattered much at all to him. If you'll beg my pardon, then, sir, Sawa said. He put his hand on the door handle. Ha 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 ha.
Huh?
A sudden high-pitched chirp sounded
Yeah?
from his pocket. The bug
Yeah?
truck Kajimura had given him had picked up a signal.
Yeah, did it? Is that your cell?
Ah, oh yes. That's mine. He hurriedly hopped out of his car and reached into his pocket. That's the driver.
Is everything alright, sir?
The driver's still waiting outside the car. He leaned toward Osawa, looking concerned. Was it you? Osawa stood close to the driver.
Hmm?
Did you send me those emails?
What? What are you talking about, sir?
Don't play dumb with me. You're the only person who could have planted a listening device on a company car.
Listening device?
Driver raised an eyebrow in confusion. What are you after?
Sir, what are you talking about?
Who told you to do it? Tell me! The driver fled back into the car. Saw clutch the bug tracker hard as he watched the vehicle pull away.
That's rough, buddy. Oh, great.
He went back to his house, still gripped by confusion, to find Ai waiting in the entryway. She must have gotten home while he was out. I think this is Soul. Yeah, this is you, Soul.
Wait, okay.
Yeah, you were her evil wife.
You were with my
This is
father, weren't you?
She sneered at Osawa as he slipped off his shoes. Yes, I was. And it's over.
What's over?
She knows damn well what. He struggled to contain his irritation. America. I'm not going.
Oh, really? Well, that is good news.
She sounded sincerely pleased. Maybe a little more pleased that Osawa cared for. I need to go finish up some work things. He hurried to his study up on the second floor. He threw himself down in front of his computer. There hadn't been any progress on the investigation, as usual. Just how long was this all going to go on for? Were all kidnapping cases this drawn out?
A specialized victim support team belonging to the Special Criminal Investigation Unit has been deployed to Osawa's house. The members of this team are all specialists who have received training in such skills as negotiation, high-speed motorcycle and automobile driving, running phone traces, special communications, and phone records acquisition.
Thanks. Osawa was growing more and more uneasy. He could barely contain himself at this point. Wasn't there something? Anything that he could do? He glanced over at his monitor. That's an idea. He could look up kidnapping investigations on the internet. That might give him some insight into the current situation.
Okay.
Kidnapping.
Okay.
Police investigation.
Yeah!
He typed the 3 keywords into the search field. The engine pulled up over 100,000 hits. He scanned the beginning of the list for anything that might be useful. One of the site links caught his eye. How the police do it. Looked like a page containing information on various types of police cases. He clicked on the link for kidnapping cases and began to read. Even if the hostage wound up safe in the end, the site informed him, the police lost face if the culprit got away. And if the hostage were killed and the kidnapper evaded capture, the media would have a field day. This made apprehending the suspect an absolute necessity. Even if a person's life was on the line, when it came to a kidnapping case, the police prioritized making the arrest. Taking his hand off the mouse, Sawa sat back and thought. He wasn't going to be able to relax until he heard Maria's voice again. Maria. But if the police prioritized arresting the suspect, why were they just letting things stay in limbo now? Didn't they have the crooks under surveillance? He couldn't wrap his head around that. The internet had been able to give him the info he'd hoped for after all.
No,
do
how could the
anything-
internet do this?
How could the internet fail him in this time of need? Unable to do anything for Maria but wait, he turned his thoughts to how his opportunity to transfer to the US had passed him by. The research facilities in America would have been top tier. Some part of him still couldn't quite accept what had happened. He stole a quick look back at the door, then surfed the Ayakamiki fan community for people 40 and over.
I forgot that it's specifically the community for people 40 and over.
Whenever something was weighing on his mind, posting to these forums seemed to turn his mood back around. Yeah. He knew that now wasn't really the time to be doing this, but he needed to do something to calm and quiet his mind. He started a new forum topic. In the title field, he wrote, Ayakamiki's expanding into the US. With Ayakamiki still at the height of her popularity, does anyone else think it would be exciting if she ventured into the American market? I know I would. She's not the sort of artist who deserves to be confined to Japan. She should be recording at an American studio sought by the industry's best. I'd love to see her career really take off over there. That was a funny way that dialogue went. He wound up getting into a little back and forth with himself. Hopefully he'd get a response from someone else soon.
Oh, hey.
A sudden shrill noise startled him so much that he nearly cried out. Oh! His heart flooded like that of a young child who'd been caught in some prank. Realizing that the sound is part of the bug tracker, he pulled it from his pocket and took a few breaths to steady himself. Osawa's really great because he's so pathetic. He's really just absolute sopping wet milk boy. Like, covered in milk, sopping wet. Evidently, someone had bugged his study as well. Tracker in hand, he walked toward the center of the room. What direction was the signal coming from? He tried heading over toward the window. Here, maybe? Next, he headed over to his desk. Here, too? Bug tracker was picking up signals from all over the room. There been that many listening devices planted in here?
That's a lot of listening devices.
This is Columbo.
Echo.
Mr. Osawa? It's Kajiwara.
Ah, perfect timing. Sawa hurried to let the detective into the study. The bug tracker's picking up signals.
Oh?
Yes, from all over the room. What should I do?
Mr. Osawa, please calm down.
As if that's even possible right now. Feels like there must be 10, no maybe 100 listening devices in here. Kajiwara didn't miss a beat.
Let me be honest with you. That bug tracker is broken.
What? Sawa was dumbfounded. Broken? But this is the one I got from you, right?
Well, yes. But mine isn't detecting anything.
Kajiwara produced an identical bug tracker from his pocket. And, as he'd said, wasn't getting any signal.
As I recall, Mr. Osawa, that one was dropped on the floor when I was trying to hand it to you.
Yes, that's right.
That must have been when it broke, sir.
The strength ebbed from Osawa's body.
He's
He didn't even
dying.
have the mental energy to be angry anymore.
He's dying.
He gave the tracker a whack with the palm of his hand, and the beeping stopped. Right. What can I do for you? Kajiwara clapped his hands together as if he just remembered something. Echo?
Is that me?
Yeah.
All right, we have a big problem.
The toilet again?
No, it's not that. It's something worse.
Kajiwara's face turned grim. Something worse? You know, so I didn't need to listen to this clown.
There was
Yeah.
no way it could be that important.
Something happened to Maria? He needed to hear the detective out. What is it? Go on, tell me. He did his best to remain composed.
Well, you see,
Here we go.
we ordered lunches for everyone, and it looked like there were 2 still left over. So I wound up eating them.
There was an awkward pause. Misawa didn't have the foggiest idea of how to respond.
My deepest apologies, sir. I ate the lunches intended for you and your wife.
What is wrong with this guy?
Because you are bad previously.
And I really do need to apologize. They were tonkatsu bento boxes, and they were delicious.
What is he
The
like?
meat was so tender,
What is he doing?
and the batter so crisp. With each and every bite, the rich flavor just filled my mouth more and more.
Is he trying to kill him?
I saw how the blood vessel burst in his skull. I love
Thank
that
you, Noel.
horrible scraping noise. Listen, you. Get your goddamn act together. Or... You didn't get to finish that thought. Pathetic little gurgle sound from his stomach.
Oh. See. You are hungry.
He fussed sheepishly with his hair. Talk of food, Masawa realized abruptly that he hadn't eaten anything since the night before.
Shall I make something for you?
Yes,
This is all my
yes,
fault after
yes.
all.
You can cook? Masawa wasn't sure how thrilled he was at the idea of Kajiwara helping him.
You mustn't judge people based on outward appearances, Mr. Osawa.
Alright, fine. Go right ahead then. Steve found hunger was making it hard for him to think. It would certainly behoove him to eat something. He led Kajiwara to the kitchen. What's with that getup?
Wearing an apron in the kitchen is a must, sir.
The cartoon character printed on the apron Kajiwara is wearing is one of his own design.
His
It does not
own
allow to the
design?
MPD's mascot. His name is
He made
Pinpo Kun.
this.
You made this.
He made this.
Alas, it isn't while I'm naked.
Naked?
Oh, are you not familiar with the concept of the naked apron?
The state of being entirely naked save for an apron. A form of cosplay. The views from the front, rear, and sides all offer a certain appeal, but caution must be advised, as it may be difficult to stop arguing about which presents the loveliest sight once the topic is raised. There are similar, more sexualized naked styles as well, such as the naked sock, the naked shoe, naked necktie, naked ribbon, naked scarf, naked collar, and so forth.
They're so good at this.
What?
Master work.
This fucking video game.
I could demonstrate if you like.
No, that's quite alright. Where'd you get that apron anyway?
Everyone doing gay shit to this man.
He's being
It's mine,
forced.
sir.
He's being forced to explore his sexuality while his daughters are kidnapped.
Bad time for it.
Yeah.
Have you had it with you this whole time?
Yes, in here.
With a smile, Kajiwara pointed to his pocket.
So
Force.
compact.
Sawa eased himself into a chair. His hunger was making him feel weak. Kajiwara was making him feel like he was losing his mind.
Oh, this is bad. I need to whip something up for you fast. Something's definitely wrong if you don't even have a comeback.
Sawa felt his anxiety mounting. What sort of food is this insufferable oaf going to make, anyway? Probably nothing worth eating was his bet. Do I want to get food from him? From the other?
Yes,
from
I do.
From Tanaka or from I?
He's a bad end.
I's bad.
Look
end,
at
for
look
sure.
at yeah, look at it this way. Now, it is up in the air as to whether or not he's a good cook because he's been doing jokey, kind of silly stuff the whole time. However, consider the factor that he did pull up with an apron.
He had the
True.
apron.
For now,
think he
we
knows
just
how
have
to
to
cook.
pray he wound up with something edible. Yeah!
Yeah,
Mic-
microwave.
No, it's a fridge.
Oh,
Well,
was a
it looks kind of like a
fridge.
microwave.
The microwave was a fridge the whole time.
Kajiwara appeared into the refrigerator. This is you, Echo.
Oh, shit. Goodness, you are remarkably understocked.
Me in the microwave getting looked at.
Let's see. Could you please put these in the dinger, Mr. Osawa?
Named for the sound a microwave oven makes when it has finished eating
uh.
your food. The microwave at my house doesn't really go ding when the timer reaches 0, though. It's more just a beep. But it doesn't make sense to call a microwave a beeper, and that's already a word that refers to something else. Who calls it a dinger? I guess that's maybe like it's like an automatic. That's like a Japanese onomatopoeia thing, and that's like maybe it's that, but it's so. I just love that it's just the narrator talking about their microwave.
Yeah, that part's good. And perfect.
The detective handed Osawa some frozen lumps of rice. The dinger? What the heck is? Oh, okay, never mind. It's not anything. It's fucking nonsense, of course. What the heck is a dinger?
The microwave oven, sir.
Osawa stepped in front of the microwave. Unfortunately, he had no idea. What? He doesn't know how to use a microwave!
Osawa?
Osawa!
What are you?
Hey, man.
What?
Bonus Andrea Lofter. Yeah, why
We're
doesn't he know?
getting.
He doesn't know how to use a microwave?
He's a virologist and he doesn't know how to use a microwave.
You should. That's you, Echo.
You should you should thaw that rice out as soon as possible.
I'm actually not sure how to operate this thing.
What? You don't know how to use a microwave?
Osawa could only nod in silent shame.
It should be just as simple as turning the dial.
Wait, which one?
That one, sir. The one on the right.
Osawa turned the dial and crossed his arms with a satisfied grin. Why are you so proud of yourself, Osawa?
He doesn't know.
Mr. Osawa, you need to put the rice in first before you do that.
Well, then why didn't you say that? So snapped. I've never worked in a kitchen in my life. Don't ask me to do things that are this difficult.
There's one. There's one thing.
It's...
There's one thing.
Very well. I'll handle this from here. Why don't you get out the bowls and the chopsticks then, sir?
I have no idea where the hell those are kept.
Look around, man.
You live in this house.
Ah.
Kajihara let out a heavy sigh.
All right then. Please just sit and wait, sir. And here, take this.
Kajihara pulled out a sheet of bubble wrap from his pocket.
Ah! Use your fingers to pop the bubbles. That should help you calm down.
Too drained to argue, Osawa did as prompted, starting to pop his way along the sheet. Rather than calm him down, though, it was making him incredibly cross. It felt more like a sort of ridiculous punishment. This is, I think, Kajiwara.
They say you can learn a lot about a household by looking in the fridge, you know.
Kajiwara is cooking something in a frying pan. And, just what have you learned about mine?
I'd better not say, sir. You might take offense.
Bro hates stim toys. Yeah, he's in the. He's like, I don't want a stim. So I snapped another bubble between his fingers.
Ah, the rice is finished thawing.
Kajiwara topped the steaming bowl of rice with the fried egg he'd whipped up in his pan. Then, as if it were an afterthought, he added some pickled vegetables.
There you are, sir. Your fried egg on rice is complete.
One of Kajiwara's simple recipes. Others include his white spaghetti, which is simply spaghetti that's been flavored with butter, salt, and pepper after it's been boiled. Both are a bit too basic to be properly called cuisine, but it does take a certain skill to bring the best flavor out of the ingredients with such simple seasonings.
Look, I will say that this does look nice.
Yeah, this bowl of it's presented well. And egg
It's a nice,
egg on rice
simple
is
dish.
classic. It's white spaghetti though. Kajiwara grinned from ear to ear. Go ahead and eat.
Go ahead and eat it.
All right.
Go ahead and eat it while it's still warm, Riley.
Yeah, I would. I didn't have a real breakfast because I don't have cereal right now, so I just had a pear. And the fact that there's been multiple segments, like this extended segment about food, I'm dying.
Yeah,
Losing it.
I like kind of want I didn't have a pizza yesterday, which is weird for me. And I want to have one because I'm kind of hungry, but I'm here. This is more important. So,
You aren't very good at cooking, are you?
all you had in your refrigerator were eggs and pickled vegetables, sir. I assure you, it's quite delicious. I recommend breaking the yolk and mixing it all together.
Reluctantly, Osawa brought a bite to his mouth. That's good. Words came out almost unbidden.
Isn't it just? Egg yolk and pickled vegetables pair quite well.
His fucking
This
face.
is the happiest that both of these characters have been today.
Osawa couldn't help but stuff his face, slipping into a rapturous daze as he did. The more he ate, the more it stirred his appetite. Loving, loving couple. I had no idea fried eggs could be this delicious.
I know you probably have a long ordeal still ahead of you, sir. But please, keep your chin up and hang in there.
Kajiwara gave Osawa an amiable smile. Oh, this is you, I think.
Oh, that's right. And for dessert, we have bananas.
No thank you. Kajiwara grimaced as Osawa held up a hand in refusal.
Right then. When you're finished eating, would you please wash the bowl?
There's no way he knows how to do
Me?
this.
Wash dishes? Osawa exclaimed in surprise, sounding like a petulant child.
If someone else cooks for you, you should do the cleaning up. It's only polite.
Fine, okay. While Osawa was doing the dishes, the bug detector went off again. Oh, that's Tanaka. That's Soul, I think?
I think so.
Director, if you have a moment,
Tanaka poked his head into the kitchen.
I've got something urgent to discuss with you. To be continued or keep out.
Yep.
Yeah!
Woo!
What's that about?
Tanaka definitely leaked the info. Or
Yeah, it
sent
was
me emails.
Tanaka's the guy.
Yeah. Also, that's a keep out at 13:55.
At the end, it's you know what it is. It's just it wants you to do this last.
Yeah.
Okay, well it seems like Kano's still in the bad end. So let's see if there's anything we can. Wait, is this a? Oh yeah, yeah. I thought I actually didn't have a bad end. It's fine. All right.
Yeah. Let's keep out.
The couple.
Oh fuck! You're right.
It was the couple. Aichiendo and Itomi Osawa. Pew!
As luck would have it, they soon found a crowd in their path, backs turned toward them. Excited voices rose up from the throng.
Whoa, what's the deal?
Is something going on?
Something going on?
Oh, this is... I think this is just a bunch of random people. It's a street
It's a
fight.
street fight!
The fight, as the name implies, takes place out on the street, typically using bare hands and no weapons. Even a bare-handed fight can result in serious injuries, though, which is why they're pretty elite. Achi clutched Hitomi's hand, good and tight. That's Achi.
Whatever you do, don't let go!
Without a moment's hesitation, he plowed his way through the crowd. Emerging on the far side of the gathering, Achi saw the main road ahead. Cars were zipping past in a steady stream. What do we do? There were too many cars for them to rush across the street without getting hit. But they couldn't exactly just sit and wait for the light to change, and they certainly couldn't go back the way they came. The pursuers were getting closer and closer.
Itomi! We're going across! We're going across!
Time to get hit by a car. Dragging Hitomi by the hand, Achi darted out into the street. Moving purely by instinct, he wove his way through the gaps between the speeding cars.
Whoa!
When they were halfway across, a car slammed on its brakes to keep from hitting them, causing several cars behind it to crash into one another.
Did we just
Multi-vehicle
save
pilot
Kano?
plunged the roadway into total chaos.
Did we just save Kano?
As a result of this chaos,
Yes,
traffic in the
say
nearby
Kano!
area will be at a standstill for a while. We're on their way to the Syndicate hideout. Shinya Kano and Jack Stenley have gotten caught in this traffic jam. Yes!
Save Chicano!
It's so funny that sticking him in this traffic jam is what saves his life. In a matter of moments, the street was clogged with a long line of stopped vehicles. Achi and Hitomi's pursuers remained on the other side and did not pursue.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that
yeah,
was
okay.
crazy. Hitomi panted as she caught her breath.
Well, you know what they say. Idle feet are the devil's playthings.
Nope. Hands. It's idle hands. Whatever. At least they got in the way. Busco's looking up at me.
Bosco's asking why we, like, just did that with the car.
He's not sure about it.
Come on, let's go.
Achi led the ways down several twisting side streets before slowing his pace. By now, Hitomi was slumped and panting heavily.
She's dying.
He wanted to give her some time to rest, but if they just hung around, their pursuers might still find them. He looked around and spotted a multi-tenant building. The nearest door was open. Bundles of flyers stood out near the entrance. Oh shit.
Au revoir.
Flyers for Au revoir, 22nd performance by the theater troupe The Wandering Angels. Tell the tale of a man named Ryu looking back at his 100-year life as a warrior. Sorry, let's go. We can do it. Tell the tale named Ryu looking back at his 100-year life as a warrior. Performance features wire action as its major set piece, with Ryu and his rival Shido flying high through the air, doing battle with the magical Muramasa blade and beam saber, respectively.
Cool.
Achi peeked inside and saw piles of plywood and painted lumber. It looked like this was a storeroom for a theater's stage props and scenery.
We can hide out in here.
But... Hitomi hesitated, but Achi gave her hand a little tug.
It'll be fine. There's nobody around.
They stepped inside the storeroom and Achi quickly shut the door behind them.
We should probably rest for a bit.
There was a wooden platform set up beside a large piece of plywood. Achi picked up a magazine that had fallen on the floor and spread it out atop the platform's dusty surface.
Here. Now you can sit without getting your clothes dirty.
Thank you. Hitomi quietly took a seat.
We should probably turn off our cell phones. It could be really bad if they rang at the wrong moment.
Two powered off their phones. Achi took a cursory look around. It didn't look like there was any way in or out besides the door they'd come in through. There was a single window set in the wall, but it wouldn't open far enough to let them through. Hitomi let out a quiet gasp. Someone was outside the storeroom.
Hi.
Achi put a finger to his lips, and Hitomi gave a fearful nod. The window's frosted
Are
glass
you
blocked
gonna
any real
light?
if you were in or out.
I've got cigarettes, but I don't have my lighter.
So long as they stayed quiet, they ought to be safe. Whoever was outside pressed their face to the frosted glass, trying to get a glimpse inside. The thoroughly visage of the foreigner who'd attacked them was dimly visible. Like the man with the cane before him, this guy was quick to catch up. This man pounded on the glass. Achi swallowed the lump in his throat. This guy got in, they had nowhere to run. Achi turned to Hitomi.
We'll be fine. Just sit tight.
Yeah, I think we're probably better in here than out of here. Hitomi clutched onto Achi's arm, hard. Echo, the
Can
casual voice.
I help you with something?
Oh, okay. So the pursuer reacted once, pulling back from the window. Oh,
That's just a storeroom, you know.
This is the theater person. Hachi heard footsteps
Yeah.
scampering away. The kidnapper had run off. Hachi exchanged glasses with Hitomi and let out a tiny sigh. There were more voices coming from outside.
What was up with that guy?
Echo, you can be one of these theater troupe members if you desire. I don't know. Ugh. Ah.
Whatever. Let's hurry and get stuff tidied up.
I'm fucked.
Oh, this guy too.
Ugh. Man, my throat's raw.
Sounded like a conversation between two men.
Oops.
Storeroom door opened and the men clumped their way inside. I'm asking you to commit to that
men.
voice. Tomonari Takaya and Taro Toga, two members of the theater troupe, The Wandering Angels. Takaya is the Wandering Angels star actor, playing the lead role of Ryu at today's performance of Au revoir, the troupe's second 22nd piece. Last night, he slept completely naked and caught a cold, leading to the sore throat he has now. Toga is the stage director, handling things behind the scenes. He's very irritated that Shinichi Bando, in charge of the props, seems to have gone AWOL. This is you, Echo,
So,
the lead.
Yeah, this
Where are
is
we
the
getting
guy.
at? Ugh.
Let's grab all those folding chairs over there.
Ugh.
The producer said we're gonna need a lot more seats all of a sudden.
Mr. Ori. Ugh. Mr. Ori said that? Going all out for the troops last hurrah.
Beats me, man.
No real hurry. The men went about carting the folding chairs away. They didn't notice Achi and Hitomi sitting silently in the shadows.
Ugh. Ugh. Not to change the subject, but how come we're using a dry ice machine and not a smoke machine? Maybe that's why my throat's bothering me? Ugh.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Nobody's even operating. It's still drawing a ton of power.
Think it's defective? Ugh.
We know it's defective because we went to the electronics store.
Yeah, we know it's defective factually.
Achi and Hitomi waited for the two men to finish up. If they were spotted, it would probably cause a scene. And worse still, it might alert the men who were hunting. Once they'd carried off the rest of the folding chairs, the men closed the storeroom door. The foreigner could still be somewhere nearby, though, so Achi decided they should hide out in the room a little longer.
This blows. I want to get back out there and look for that blue sand ASAP. But wait a second. Now that's weird.
Hitomi looked at him inquiringly.
The kidnappers already have the ransom money, yeah?
That's right.
And then they told you your sister was in some blue minivan. Isn't that kind of weird?
What do you mean?
Did you figure that your sister was in the minivan by herself?
Well, yes. If one of the kidnappers were with her, they wouldn't need to send me to go get her.
Right.
And yet, the fact was that as soon as the kidnappers had their money, they could have let Hitomi's sister out of the vehicle and just run off. There was no point in sending Hitomi to fetch her personally. The look of revelation dawned on Hitomi's face. Oh! That minivan had already left Ogensaka. And it came back while we were there waiting for it.
And
Oh,
it
no.
came back while we were there waiting for it.
He thought back to his earlier run in a blue vehicle. So then inside that minivan,
Inside that minivan.
there had been a bunch of foreigners inside. Which meant... I mean, that. Kidnappers have been trying to ambush
They're kind of the same, but they are two different ish conclusions.
Yeah. They told her that her sister was in that minivan to lure her to it. And the kidnappers had been lying in wait inside. Do you think they were trying to kidnap me, too?
That's it.
Archie clapped his hands together.
That's it. Then they let your sister go and demand a ransom for you. And then they'd make her deliver the ransom money for your release. They'd be able to get like infinite ransom money by constantly abducting one twin after the other.
Archie, you're an idiot. That's not true.
Not gonna lie.
Not true.
He had it in the first half.
We had it in the first half. I just this infinite ransom money. It's infinite ransom money strat.
Infinite ransomed hack.
Infinite money cheese. Just keep kidnapping. That seems a little far-fetched. This is you, so...
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Now that she'd said so, Achi realized it was kind of a ridiculous idea. Still, what if the kidnappers really were trying to kidnap me? As in, like... Oh no.
As in, like, they accidentally abducted the wrong twin? I mean, I guess that would have been easy to botch up.
That would imply that they wanted me, specifically, and not my sister. Tommy paused briefly in thought.
Maybe you're hotter than your sister or something?
She suggested with enthusiasm. Toby shook her head. It can't be it. If anything, it's the other way around. Compared to my sister, I'm just...
Whoa. Hey, stop right there.
She had to interrupt her.
You're not just anything.
Please don't. I am, I'm just... Tears had rolled up into Tommy's eyes. Why? Why'd this have to happen to her? Why not me?
Whoa. Hey, come on. Don't cry.
Sorry.
Cheer up. It's like that song says. Don't just stand there. Wipe those tears away.
No idea what's
That one. You know it?
Is that Aya Kamiki? Of course it is. Who else would
Of course
it
it
be?
is. Who else would it be?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
one.
that's it.
Put your hand in mine. Every single bee's a lie.
Can I put forward a Can I put
Huh?
forward a theory?
What's your
Have
theory?
have we seen Aya Kamiki
No.
Yeah.
before?
Oh, we have
Well,
seen Aya
not
Kamiki,
per-
but like
not personally, but we've seen pictures of her and stuff. She
Yeah. Why
Do you
do you
think-
ask?
Do you think she's Tama?
It would be really funny if she was Tom.
It would be really funny if she was
What I
Tama.
will say is that Aya Kamiki is a real life artist.
That would be even better
That
if they
would
had
be-
the real Aya Kamiki in this game.
It would be real.
Yeah.
It would be better if she was a real life artist and they put her in this game as a guest star, and then she was in a cat suit for most of it.
I
Yeah.
mean, that would be way easier to.
Yeah, to license.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know, every single bee's a lie.
Show me learn how to giggle. Everything will be alright.
Huh?
You got the lyrics wrong. It's everything will be alright.
Ah, right. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. I guess.
Hachi's mouth curled into a sheepish smile.
All right. I think we've laid low long enough. Think we should be on our way?
He was about to get to his feet when he heard voices outside the storeroom. I think this is probably the actors.
That was pretty careless of us.
Yeah, we definitely gotta watch it. Ugh.
The theater guys earlier were on a turn, and it sounded a bit panicked. Toman Aritaki and Taro Toga, two members of the theater troupe, the Wandering Angels. Taki is the Wandering Angels star actor, but lately, in addition to appearing on their stage, he's been taking on TV drama and film work as well. Next role he's slated for is in Sun TV's upcoming suspense drama, Sumo Queen 2, where he will play the referee who utters the lame line, "Looks like things are getting heavy," upon discovering a victim's dying message inscribed in one corner of the sumo ring.
Because this is
Yeah, it's yeah.
the drama where it's
It's a
like the
sumo
top
wrestler.
5 sumo women,
Yeah,
and
get
one of
murdered.
them's also a detective.
Yeah.
Her folks have been messing with the story a bunch recently.
Echo.
Yeah. Huh? And did you hear who's behind it? Some juvenile delinquents.
Like a gang? Wow, that takes me way back. All right, let's hurry on back.
Hachi rushed over to the door.
They locked it.
He tried turning the knob, but the door wouldn't budge.
They were like, oh, come on. Are you freaking kidding me?
He paced frantically around the room, pulling at his hair.
We're locked in.
And that door was the only way in or out. Hachi and Tomoe were well and truly trapped inside the storeroom.
This is all my fault. It was my idea to hide out here in the first place.
He bowed to Tomoe repeatedly.
We're never gonna be able to find that blue minivan now.
He still have to get someone on the outside to help us, Tomoe replied. She scowled thoughtfully. They powered their phones back on in order to call for help. The big question was who they could possibly ask.
Tomy, anyone you can reach out to?
Mr. Tanaka, I suppose?
Tanaka. Right.
The suggestion didn't exactly thrill Hachi. He had no idea what this Tanaka guy was like. Hopefully he was the dependable sort who'd actually show up to rescue them. But somehow, that thought made Hachi feel even worse. Hachi had someone he figured he could call, but he hesitated, uncertain. There had been a time when he'd trusted this guy more than anyone. They bailed each other out of countless jams. Nowadays, though, things were different. Tomy gave Hachi a puzzled look as he sat, lost in thought, thinking about his old boyfriend. I think that's you. So.
Right. Guess I don't have much of a choice.
Hachi scrolled through the contacts list on his cell phone. Found a name he thought he'd never call again. Susan. Yo. Who wants to be the leader
Yo.
of SOS? Okay. No, this is the... Oh, yeah.
This is Sumasu.
Yeah.
I can't.
Susumu. He's like the leader of
Susumu.
SOS right now, and Achi's ex. Imo.
Aki, is that you?
Seriously?
no!
No, deny.
No,
Rejected.
Vito!
Everybody hates when I do this voice.
Yeah, because it's bad to listen to.
What voice am I gonna do? Give me a sec. I got nothing.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
I
everybody, I'm
I
sick.
can do it. You don't have to do a voice also, but
I'm sorry.
can do it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Ochi, is that you? Susumu's voice was low and guarded.
Look, I've got a favor to ask you. I'm in a real bind here.
Huh?
Like, things are ridiculously bad. I thought maybe you could help me out a little bit.
You seriously thought I'd help you? Susumu's words were like ice. You messing with me or something, man? Now he sounded a touch angry as well. Painful memories flashed before Achi's eyes.
Right. Right then. Sorry to bug you. Just forget it.
But Susumu hung up before Achi was even finished talking.
Damn!
No dice. Oh no, that's you.
No dice.
Achi said to Hitomi with a lopsided frown. She looked back at him, her expression a mirror of his own. What should we do?
What should we do?
I guess we're back to Mr. Tanaka.
Guess so. You want to go ahead then? Oh, maybe this is actually what Tanaka's.
This is the jump point, I think. Toei tried calling him repeatedly, but Tanaka didn't pick up. What could have happened? She muttered under her breath.
Do you think maybe the kidnappers found out that Mr. Tanaka and I have been in No, wait, that's you.
Do you think maybe the kidnappers found out that Mr. Tanaka and I had been in contact? Ashi shrugged.
Oh.
Look like they were just going to need to find some way out of here on their own, and then maybe look for the Miniman themselves. Achi strode over the door and grabbed hold of the knob. This is such a fucking frame. Like,
This is a
he looks
great
like
shot.
that.
He's like.
He tried giving it a good sturdy pull.
Ugh, no good. The thing won't even budge.
That door opens outward. Wait.
Wait.
Really?
Really?
Achi tried giving it a push. It still didn't open.
Okay.
That would've been
Okay.
really funny. Kicked it.
Oh.
Door wasn't nearly as sturdy as Achi had expected.
I think I can make this work!
He backed up to get a running start, then kicked the door with all his might. The door went flying off its hinges. Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude! Oh man, that was way too easy.
This guy is a hero. Archie stepped cautiously out of the storeroom. He quickly scanned the surrounding area. There was nobody in sight. Looks like... Oh, that's you.
Looks like we're in the clear.
But Hitomi didn't come out, nor did she reply.
Hitomi?
She had her phone in hand, apparently still trying to get in touch with Tanaka. With a tiny sigh, Archie leaned against the wall and waited for her to finish.
Well?
Doesn't look like I'm gonna have any luck, she said.
You know we could leave now, right? Are you still holding out hope for your Mr. Tanaka?
It's not that. I'm just a little worried.
Oh, yeah? Okie dokie then. We'll just, wait around here.
Okay, I'll be right with you.
Uh-huh.
Archie shuffled his way back outside. Lol. Oh, crap.
Oh, crap.
By the time Archie could finish processing the thought, he was already laid out on the ground. His jaw hit the asphalt hard. He bit the tip of his tongue clean off. A taste of blood filled his mouth.
Whoa!
A moment later, he took a sharp blow to the head. He was done for. All the energy drained from his body. His mind whirled. His vision grew hazy. He began to drift from consciousness. Back when he'd run with Susumu and the others, he'd never left himself exposed to a surprise attack. There were plenty of times when he'd taken a punch that sent him reeling, only to spin away and come back swinging. This time, he hadn't even seen it coming. It was his last mistake.
Right, I think this is a bad end caused by other places, I
Yeah.
feel, is what this is leading up to.
Heh, guess I've let myself go soft. Archie grimaced inwardly, muttering in a voice no one but he could hear.
Sorry. Hitomi. I'm so sorry.
Bad end. Attacked by the
What's
man
the
with
hint?
the cane. Let's see what the hint is. Archie successfully managed to break out of the storeroom, only to be knocked out by the man with the cane while he waited for Hitomi. Things might have gone
Yeah.
differently if Hitomi had managed to get
Yeah,
in
it's
contact with
probably... We gotta get that keep out to save this bad end.
Tanaka.
And given the structure, I think that means that we've gotta, we gotta go to Kano.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because
so.
we've saved Kano, so it's fine. Oh wait, hold on. Why does this all have the keep out?
Yeah, we got the keep out right after she took off her hat. We haven't found a thing to go past that keep out yet. Also,
No,
this
I
is,
just mean that.
this
yeah.
is different. Yeah, you're right. Huh, I wonder what changed. Well, do we want to go to Kano or continue
I
Osawa?
wanna... Wait, can you can't go down on this one?
Nope.
Huh.
Something in Archie's route
Weird.
changed it.
But yeah, this is the when the rug tacker's revealed to be broken. Then there's that incredible sequence after that. Weird.
Interesting. Well,
Wait, what's the choice that's there? That's not like in IT's?
it's
Okay, well that
running
one,
and
and then
staying inside or running.
yeah.
I want to see what this is because I'm curious.
Yeah, does it just keep going or
Something has to be new after this, or else it wouldn't do that. Let's just start Sky Road. Oh shit! All of a sudden, a different noise cut in over
Wait!
the lug track. Echo?
Ajiwara here. Kano.
Oh.
Kajiwara's customary nonchalant expression vanished into a sudden seriousness.
Sorry, hold on. I can't really hear you.
He headed out of the room, the phone clutched to his ear.
Okay, I do kind of want to go see how Kano like destroys our beautiful luncheon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Kano, and we'll go back
Kano
to
destroyed the beautiful luncheon because he was stuck in traffic?
Yeah, I'm sad that Troka isn't here to do the American Man.
Oh
I
god,
should
I
ping-
remember
hang on, I should-
Troga's incredible American guy accent.
I'll ping Troka to see if they want to come by to do it. This is the perfect time for me to be right back. Because I want a treat. Still the egg fried rice thing. I'm still hungry.
I hope it still happens. We need to stop Kano from making it all happen. We should have let him be killed. We should have let him be killed.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
I won't be as good, but I'll make an attempt.
Okay. The car moved at a glacial pace toward the crime syndicate's hangout. Stanley pounded his fists on the steering wheel in frustration.
He was fucking like Jack Stanley.
They had no sooner set out than the traffic slowed to a near standstill. Despite the occasional lurch, it never crept above a crawl. Kano stewed in the passenger seat. The case was rapidly getting out of hand. Now I had to worry about the safety of both Maria and her sister Hitomi. Never mind the fact that Detective Tateno had also gone missing. Wait! Oh my god! The detective that let the guy out, that was fucking cosplay dude. The cosplay detective was like, remember when he talked to Kano? He was like, oh no, the guy got away, I'm so sorry.
Oh, what the other guy was talking about.
Yeah, the guy where he's like, the guy just let him out of his handcuffs. Is the cosplay
We'll see.
detective corrupt?
Because he implied that happened, like, really recent, but
Yeah.
we'll see. And not, like, in the last set of hour.
I don't know, we'll see. There were too many unknowns, too many uncertainties. His unease was growing unbearable.
Also, Tano hasn't radioed in, and, like, we can't reach him from our end either!
Kuze's words kept echoing inside Kano's head. What could have caused Tateno to drop out of contact? Someone had gone after Hitomi while Kano and the others were busy trailing the attaché case. Could Tateno have been... Is Tateno the guy with the cane?
That would make sense.
No, it couldn't be. Kano was sure Tateno would have done
Oh,
whatever
never
was
mind.
necessary to keep Hitomi safe. Stanley broke the long silence.
What's on your mind? Still thinking about that call from Kuze?
Kano didn't answer. You need to be less impactful. Stanley is a serious, stern man.
Nodding. Look, if you're worrying about that other detective, the guy couldn't even protect one girl. Not exactly a ringing endorsement.
Don't you talk about Detective Tateno that way.
I'm concerned about Hitomi Osawa, but the missing attaché case needs to come first.
Stanley's expression remained stone cold. Kano flashed him a sidelong glare, then went back to staring out the window. A moment later, a flurry of motion in a nearby alley caught his eye. With a start, he recognized Sasayama. His fellow detective was caught up in an altercation with a man in dark clothes. Kano sprang into action, his body moving almost before his mind registered the situation. Sasayama! Flinging the door open, he leapt out of the car.
Hey, wait!
Kano was already sprinting toward the fight.
Oof!
The other man knocked Sasayama onto a pile of garbage. As Sasayama struggled to get back to his feet, his opponent looked down at him with a triumphant sneer. Kano finally got a good look at the man, and his eyes flashed with recognition. It was the perp who'd first taken the attaché case back at the scramble. Tariq Al-Karawan. You! This does not look real. This looks like a fake image.
This is such a good image because, yeah, it does look completely fake.
He sped like a bullet to tackle Al-Karawan around the legs. But he nimbly stepped aside.
I'll go on as a fucking backdash!
Yeah. Kano's arms closed on nothing but air. At the same moment, Al-Karawan deftly wrapped an arm around Kano's neck.
Oh,
Kano found a
Kano!
vice-like... That's not how you spell vice, but pressure on his carotid artery. A move known as
the front choke sleeper hold. Constricting the carotid artery stops blood flow to the brain, causing the opponent to lose consciousness, also known as a guillotine choke.
His consciousness quickly began to slip away. Oh no you don't, you bastard! Lowering his center of gravity, he got hold of one of Alcarawan's legs and used his shoulder as a fulcrum against it. Ugh. Despite the arm still crushing his neck, Kana managed to lift his opponent high into the air. Oh man.
Whoa!
He continued the movement to heave Alcarawan up and over himself, slamming him upside down into the heap of trash. Sick as fuck. Stanley strolls with the aftermath of the struggle.
Well, you've got the brawn part down. Need some work on the brains.
Alcarawan was sprawled out atop the mound of refuse. He'd been knocked out cold. Sasayama coughed and sputtered. Kana went to help him to his feet, but Stanley stepped in between them.
What are you doing?
Helping Sasayama. What does it look like?
We need to apprehend Alcarawan first.
He's not even conscious. Sasayama can come first. He pushed Stanley aside and crouched down alongside his partner. Why don't you go do it, Stanley?
Maybe he doesn't have the authority? I don't know.
Yeah, no gusting. There's two of you. What if you deal with the guy? What if you deal with the detective? Exactly.
Yeah,
Stanley,
like,
go do your job.
Stanley, you could help Sasayama and whatever.
Just go put handcuffs on Sasayama or on Alcarawan or something. This is you.
Yeah, you bailing me out though. Can't let the missus know about that.
Mum's the word. Slipped it. That's such a dub translation type shit.
Yeah.
He slipped an arm underneath Sasayama and helped him to his feet.
I managed to find the guy who had the attaché case. But when I tried to arrest him, this fella came out of nowhere and attacked me.
Flashed Alcarawan a nasty look.
So here we go again. Disobeying direct orders. What's the deal with Japanese police anyway?
Shook his head in exasperation. Sasayama gave Kano a puzzled look, jerking his thumb at the American.
Who's this guy?
It's a long story. Filled Sasayama in on the situation.
Enough chit-chat. Hurry up and cuff this guy.
Kano knelt down by Alcarawan's unconscious body, flipped him over, proceeded to cuff his hands behind his back.
Yeah, now I'm feeling like someone, like a cop is gonna let this guy go.
Kano paused. Alcarawan's sleeve had slid back from his wrist. What's this? The unconscious man had a tattoo of a two-headed scorpion on his left forearm. Stanley strode over. You find something? Oh no, that's you.
You find something?
Yes. I think this guy might be the ringleader. Seeing the image, it reminded Kano of something he'd heard back at headquarters. That the head of the foreign syndicate had a scorpion tattoo. He relayed this information to Stanley.
I see.
Stanley called up Kuze on his cell.
You'll be happy to know that the guy with the attaché case is still at large. Apprehending the ringleader at this point shouldn't be an issue. One of your so very capable subordinates gave us a big step forward in the case here. Wait a second. That was sarcasm, wasn't it?
Stanley hung up and called over to him.
Think you can escort this guy back to the precinct? Yeah, sure. Seeing how very capable I am. Bzz, bzz.
Connor felt his phone vibrate.
Oh no.
The display showed an incoming call from
No.
Rumi. Classic.
No.
Hello? He answered warily, keeping his voice down. Stanley had him a little on edge. It was Shizuo.
It's me.
Damn it. He did not have the time for this right now. But if he just hung up, he might be in even deeper hot water. Kano.
This is the hardest choice I've seen in this game,
Yeah,
I
because,
think.
like, thing is, if he fucks up with Rumi, he gets a bad end. Guaranteed. Because he can't live with himself, or whatever. But this is like a real case. Connor decided he'd better listen to what the old man had to say. Hello, sir. I'm afraid I'm not really at liberty to take a personal call right now, even if it is from my father. He did his best to sound apologetic.
I'm not your father-in-law!
Yes, of course. Sorry, sir. He bowed his head reflexively, feeling like
You really don't give a damn about keeping me waiting like this, do you?
Sir, I swear to you, I feel terrible. Please, I just... Flustered. He took a deep breath and recomposed himself. I promise you, sir. I promise I'll be there. If you can just wait a little while.
Don't make promises you can't keep!
Shizuo's barking rebuke made Connor break out in a sweat.
Shizuo is like the most. There's a lot of characters in this story who are like, what is wrong with you? But Shizuo is definitely the most.
Yeah, like...
You think I'm gonna let you off the hook just because you're working a case? This is exactly why I don't want my daughter with some detective.
That's actually pretty reasonable. Like...
But
well,
like-
okay. Like, obviously, the conceit is flawed, but I think that, like, if you're not, like, you probably will be pretty busy with work if you are a detective. Like, you know? That's maybe, I can see a reasoning there. But, also, he's being completely unreasonable, because it's a fucking international incident. Great. Another angry tirade. But didn't you used to be a detective, sir? Connor muttered.
You watch yourself, you little brat! It's not enough that you keep calling me your father-in-law. Now you have to bring that up?
Evidently, Kano had touched her raw nerve. Ever have a dentist in a nerve while drilling a tooth? That's where this expression comes from. Thanks. Seemed like anything he said only made matters worse.
Well, you're not off the hook. Don't get cooked. I am never letting my daughter marry the likes of you.
His fury hitting its crescendo, Shizuo promptly hung up. Where on earth did Shizuo hold such intense malice towards police detectives when he'd been one himself? I can't imagine why! There's almost no possible reason that one could have for perhaps having a distaste for
Look,
police.
to be fair, most cops don't do this.
I know, it's just funny. Kano had become a detective for Rumi's sake in the first place. Now it's the biggest thing holding him back. That was Jack Stanley saying, hey, come on, let's go.
Hey, come on, let's go.
Stanley's voice snapped Kano out of his daze. Ugh. Grimly, he followed the American back to the car.
And apparently, like, while we're doing this, Sasayama's letting the fucking guy free?
Yeah.
Because I think now that guy saw that.
Yet again, Stanley was thumping the steering wheel in frustration. Traffic hadn't let up one bit, starting to look like they might never make it to the Burn Syndicate's hideout. Kana caught sight of a girl in a hoodie weaving her way between the stopped cars on foot. He rolled down the window and called out. Mika Morita was a fighter at the Cosplay Fighting Club bride, but just decided to retire after losing to Tana the cat in a street fight. She's thinking about what to do with herself now. Excuse me, miss? Did something happen?
Huh? What do you mean?
I forget who this was. I think it was you. Maybe?
I think it was Troka.
Oh, yeah.
Cause she was fighting Tama, who is me.
Mm-hmm. With the road, I mean. What's with all the traffic?
Oh, right. Apparently there's some big accident over by the train station. This probably was causing it.
Really?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna be going anywhere for a while.
She smiled.
Don't know what I'm gonna do. Fighting, fighting, punch, punch, kick. Doopy doopy doo.
Stanley gave the steering wheel another punch.
Well, I guess they did say this wasn't just some typical ransom case.
He muttered. Kana saw an opportunity. They're not after the money, then what are they after? Stanley kept his eyes forward, acting as if he hadn't heard. Look, I can't help you if you keep me out of the loop. After a few moments of thought, Stanley replied with a single monosyllable.
Drugs.
Okay. What?
Or his father, Kenji Osawa. I assume you're aware he works for Okoshi Pharmaceutical?
I am.
Nothing's been made public yet, but Osawa recently oversaw the development of a new drug.
It is not at all uncommon for a new drug to be in development for 15 years or more, with expenses totaling 20 to 30 billion yen, roughly 200 to 300 million US dollars, before it is approved. Worldwide demand and sensational profits can be expected if a groundbreaking medicine is developed. Nonetheless, pharmaceutical companies are often under major pressure due to the tremendous costs of labor and equipment.
And someone is trying to get their hands on it.
Kana's mind latched onto this new information, trying to assemble the pieces of an evolving puzzle. Someone? Who?
An international criminal mastermind. This foreign syndicate is merely a tool in someone else's game.
Kana regarded Stanley's face carefully. He looked more cold and serious than ever. So wait, does that mean that the reason we're letting the syndicate walk around unfettered
Is on my orders. Yes.
I see. So the only thing you're really concerned with is catching this international mastermind?
Precisely.
Kana felt like he was starting to get a picture of what sort of a person Stanley was.
Dickbag.
So you don't really care what happens to the girl who's been abducted, do you?
Not particularly. No. Why? Do you have a problem with that?
Kana clenched his fist. His hand was shaking with anger.
Dick-dictum!
Dick-dictum number 8. When you really want to punch something, you really probably shouldn't.
That's true, yeah.
That's number 8, huh?
Kana recited the words inwardly like some sort of desperate mantra. If he didn't manage to calm himself down, he was liable to slam his fist right into Stanley's face. Outside the car, the traffic remained at a standstill. Kano chafed against a feeling of utter futility. One after another's uncertainties came to nag at him. Was Maria still safe? What had happened to Hitomi and Tatano, their bodyguard? Now, to top of all of this, struck Kano was rather careless to send Sasayama away with Al-Karwan without any backup, now that Jack had alerted him to the presence of a dangerous international mastermind still on the loose. Fighting back.
Jack Stanley,
was
why
fit
did
at
you
peak.
do that?
What? To do something impulsively out of irritation, resentment, or the like. Similar to doing something in a hut. Kano got out his cell phone. Oh, I can call. Wait, no, I have to call.
Can't.
I have to do this.
No! No, that's gonna okay, on the one hand...
But it's.
But what if it ruins the beautiful lunch?
I guess. He died like Satsuyama. He wanted to make sure his partner had gotten Al-Karwan back to the precinct safely. Satsuyama picked up almost right away.
Kano, what's up?
How are things on your end? Any problems getting Al-Karwan back?
Nah, I got Tadano taking care of him.
Oh no!
Hey, wait.
Haha!
Hey,
I don't know, it's
Hey.
totally fucking bad news.
it wasn't Sasayama. It was Tatano that guy saw.
Because the thing is that if you saw Sasayama getting someone free, you wouldn't know that he was a detective because he's cosplaying.
Yes, that's right, because he's the cosplay detective.
Wait, what? Kanagura hardly believed his ears. You were in touch with Tatano? You could hear the shock in his voice.
Yeah, just bumped over him by the precinct a little while ago.
Then he is sick. Kind of felt a surge of relief. What about Hitomi then? Stanley glanced over it, curious.
Tadano says he lost track of her somehow. And then he got called back to the precinct, apparently.
Tatano had lost track of her? That's not like him. Kind of.
Since he was heading back over there anyway, I handed our guy over to him.
I see. Kano was glad to hear that Tatano was alright, but his relief was tempered by a surge of anger at the thought of what had happened to Hitomi.
Now I'm back to tailing the attaché case. Today's my wife's birthday, you know. My plan is to wrap this thing up ASAP so we can celebrate tonight. I've already got her present and everything.
I envy you, man. Closing his eyes, Kano took a moment to picture Rumi. But Shizuo's face popped into his mind's eye right alongside her.
Well, just hang in there, buddy. Even if your girlfriend is just a picture of Masami Nagahama.
Midoriyama Academy graduate and national celebrity. Her popularity shows no signs of slowing down after she played the female lead in such films as The Beast That Hoarded Gold at the Heart of the World, and Sweden Fortress. There is another nationally famous actress with the same name, but it is a nationally known fact that the two are completely separate people.
This
Okay.
might be a reference to something.
Yeah. Still snickering, Sasayama hung up. Kano bit his lip and slipped his phone back into his pocket.
Well, we learned some information. I don't know if we've done anything other than... Do you want to go back and see what happens if with the other phone call?
We can, I just don't know, we're not at
Oh,
a
go-
relay
go-
point.
Yeah. Maybe I guess keep going. We can go back there later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long lost, traffic began to move again. Almost as soon as it did, however, Stanley had to slam on the brakes.
Oh my
He
god.
abruptly stopped me, kind of smack his head against the windshield. Hey, what gives?
Look,
He gestured with his chin. Oh my god. Connor couldn't believe his eyes. There, walking along the sidewalk ahead, was Al Carroll, very much not in custody. What the hell? Connor shouted, already hopping out of the car. Stanley was right behind him. They crept up on their target as silently as possible, then rushed him once they were close. In a moment, they had subdued him. Connor used his own body weight to hold our car one down.
man, it's really funny for Al Carawan to get fucking, like, got twice.
Yeah.
Immediately comboed.
What are you doing out here? Who wants
Echo, do you want to be evil guy?
Echo, do you want to be evil guy? Al Carlon?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, hey, guess you didn't get the memo, huh?
That works.
Good.
Al Carlon flashed a coy grin.
They let me go.
Let you go?
I think your buddy here might have hearing problems.
Carlon said to Stanley.
I'm a free man.
Connor turned and glared at Stanley. What is he talking about?
No idea. First things first. Get this guy back to the precinct. I'll head to the Syndicate hangout by myself.
Goodbye, Jack Stanley. Rest in peace. Forever
He's
remember
gonna
you.
die.
He's gonna
He's
dead
gonna
as
die.
fuck.
You're gonna fight that. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Stanley. You sucked at this. You don't think this is weird? I mean, what the heck is this guy doing on the loose again? What matters is
What matters is that he is free. Maybe he's telling the truth about being let go.
but that's ridiculous.
Then I guess he must have escaped on his own. In either case, your buddy screwed up royally. Now it's on you to unscrew things.
None of this sat right with Kano. The fact remained that he couldn't just let Al-Karwan go. He gave Stanley detailed directions to the hangout. The car sped away towards Yodoki. Then Kano headed back to the precinct with his captive, trying to reassure himself that he might learn something from questioning Al-Karwan before he resolved the case. Kano sat opposite Al-Karwan in the interrogation room. He'd been attempting to interview the suspect for about a quarter of an hour. Al-Karwan sat around.
Oh god, it's a bad end.
Any prompts or questions. What time is it right now? Oh no, was that Al-Karwan? I think that
Yeah,
might
that's
be
how
you.
Carl asking what time it is for something that I imagine is going to be a preview what the consequences of this are.
Echo.
Maybe?
What time is it right now?
They'd taken away his watch, his wallet, small knife, and his keychain. This is the third time he'd asked to know the time. Why are you so concerned what time it is? Al-Karwan gave no reply. Are you waiting on something? Again, the suspect was staunchly silent. Kano wasn't sure what to make of this, but he took a look at his watch. It's around 2 o'clock.
What time? Exactly.
It's 2:18.
2:18 in how many seconds?
Look, just cut the crap. Kano grabbed the prisoner by the collar. What the hell are you people after?
This guy's face.
Al-Karwan merely repeated his question.
What time is it right now?
With a growl of aggravation, Kano shoved his wristwatch in Al-Karwan's face.
Ah, it's 2:20. Okay then, that should do it.
What? What does that mean? The interrogation went on for several more hours. Despite Kano's best efforts, however, Al-Karwan said nothing more. During all that time, the case continued to develop in unexpected ways. But Kano, stuck in the interrogation room, knew nothing about
Didn't
it.
know
until
about
everything was
anything!
already over and done. Another grave base, yeah. Bad end. While Connor performed admirably in recapturing Tariq Al-Karwan, ironically, his action actually disrupted the investigation. Maybe letting the Syndicate run free for the time being really was the right call. Someone can do something at 140 that throws a wrench into Connor's activities, thanks to the involvement of unrelated parties. Connor's reaction will make the investigation play out differently. 140.
I think 140 is exactly where we just were when we caught him, and it's just a matter of,
Yeah, I'm just thinking about 140. That's Norikawa, that's the thing. Also Tama.
Hey, did Aichi also change?
Yeah.
This
No.
this web's getting a bit
It's really... There's a lot to it.
getting web style. It does seem like this is the like real Kano route and not calling. It seems like the real world is in fact ensuring that eggs occur.
I think eggs are required, yes. Because there's a keep
Yeah,
out. Like, why would there be a keep
but
out in the
Kano
battle?
can personally stop it.
Yeah. So, someone else has to save Kano. Might be Achi, but I'm gonna try maybe... What is this Norikawa choice again?
What was
It's-
this again? This is This is at the correct time,
Yeah, maybe...
but it's like, does Minorikawa do something if he has more? If he just doesn't, because he doesn't do anything with this.
Yeah, but, I mean, maybe. No, nothing really came to mind.
Because
That's fine, the
maybe Yagashita gets like in trouble like right in front of Kano or some shit like that.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Yanagashita. If you'll excuse me, though, I have to get to another interview.
Oh no! Of course! Allow me to walk you out!
Yanagashita rose to his feet as Norikawa got up to leave. Oh, that won't be necessary.
It's no trouble. I'm hanging out by myself. Gotta run before those guys show up.
Hmm? What guys do you mean?
Oh, nobody. Just a personal thing.
They parted ways outside the building. Minorikawa headed off to the cafe to put his article together.
Yeah, Yamashita lives another day. And maybe at the cafe, we will stop Kano's life. Maybe Minorikawa can, like, ruin,
Then this happens.
Oh, right, this happens. Maybe Minorikawa can ruin Kano's life,
Yeah.
but, like, in a good way.
Okay, that did just seem to... That like, did all... That's all the same now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's changed things for Kano? Yes!
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Mr. Yanagashita shows up, maybe? Long last, traffic began to move again. Almost as soon as it did, however, Stanley had to slam on the brakes. Yes! Oh my god! Frantic looking mad had jumped out in front of the car. Whoa, hey! What the hell are you doing? The stranger plopped his face against the passenger side window.
Open up! Open the door!
It's so funny seeing the characters in, like, different lighting, because it exposes just how different every, like, character's story looks. Like, especially
Yeah.
with Tama compared to everyone else. But, like Tama... It's like Tama, then Minorikawa's are both pretty bright, and then, like, Achi's is a bit more serious and a bit darker in color. Osawa's is, like, super high contrast and really dark, and then Kano's is like this sort of gritty style. The guy. Junichi Yanagashita. Something happened just after we parted ways with Norikawa. Now he's running his work this way. In quite a panic at that. Norikawa doesn't need this jump. It's just a jump.
Don't Don't do it.
Kano hesitated. It wasn't like they could just drive off with his pillow clinging to the car.
Please, you gotta help me.
The man slipped his fingers in through the gap in the window, trying to force it further open. He looks like some sort of ghoul. Whoa, hold on. What's your deal?
Help me.
Sir, just tell me what...
Help me. Look up ahead.
Kano whipped his head around. There, walking along the sidewalk ahead, was Kyle Carwan, very much not in custody. What the hell? Kano tried to jump out of the car, but the frantic stranger had gotten his upper body wedged in the window, and the door wouldn't open. Stanley, his usual steely expression replaced with a look of shock, exited on the driver's side and went after Al Carwan himself. Kano shouted at the man in the window. Get in! The guy was
Get
that desperate to get inside. Kano was about to stop him. Besides,
Get
he needed to
in!
get the guy to calm down and let go of his arm. This is Yanagashita. He was the one holding on. Why was he demanding to be let go? What the hell is going on? Just as Kano's thought was forming, the crazed stranger was yanked back out of the car, dragging Kano with him. A pair of rough-looking men had grabbed him by his lower body.
No! I can't do anything.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ, dude! That's like a couple months. Like, it would suck, but it's just like... Surely things could be worse for you. Somehow he's still managing to cling to the car door. Just give it up and let go already. The pair shifted their grip and pulled even harder. The fucking, like, cartoon slide whistle in the middle of this intense music. Connor heard the sound of tearing fabric as the two toughs tumbled backwards. Just like that, the crazed stranger was stripped down to his boxers. He let out a pathetic wail. I love these guys' faces.
Why
The
is
one
this
on the
happening
left.
in Kano?
The guy on the left.
This is a Tama event happening in Kano world.
Oh, hang on. Please do this, Soul.
Oh man.
The two toughs burst into uproarious laughter at the sight. This is just like when normal characters show up in Hildebrand quest lines. You're exactly right, Still. You're exactly right. Now's our chance! The pantsless man snatched up his ruined garment and bolted like a startled hare. To dart off incredibly quickly in the manner of a fleeing rabbit. Hinagashita runs a lot more like a rat than a rabbit, though. Okay.
Okay.
Still cackling madly, his two pursuers rushed after him. Kano was still staring dumbstruck at the spectacle when Stanley returned to the car. This is you, Sol.
No, I lost track of him.
This doesn't make sense, Kano said, forcing himself to refocus on the case. Al Carwan was taken back to the precinct. What's he doing walking free? Stanley gave him a dubious look.
Have you seriously not figured it out? Or is this some kind of strange Japanese joke I'm not getting?
What are you talking about? Do you know something I don't?
Evidently, I do. Your detective Tatano let him go on purpose. That's the only explanation.
Enraged at the suggestion, Kano took a swing at him, but Stanley coolly caught his fist.
It's not me you should be punching. It's Tatano.
Abashed, Kana radioed up Kuze on the wireless. Sir, did Detective Tatno bring Tariq Al-Karawan into the precinct?
It would appear that Detective Tatsuno has gone rogue.
Kuze replied with chagrin. He what? Surely Kana had misheard.
We received an eyewitness account. Someone saw him allowing the suspect to go free.
No. No. It can't be.
We currently don't know Detective Tatsuno's whereabouts.
Hmm.
There's more soul.
Or what the hell's going on with him?
After Kana ended the call, Stanley let out a low chuckle.
I see. Looks like you had a traitor in your midst.
Kana grabbed him by the collar. Stanley snorted.
What are you trying to pull here?
Tell me what you know.
All I did is state the facts.
Look, I watched that man risk his life to talk down a would-be arsonist. He's a dyed-in-the-wool detective. He'd never betray anybody.
I see. Then he's the real deal.
Kana stared in surprise. He'd expected an argument. Good. Glad we're on the same page. This is you.
Tatsuno risked his life in order to get people to trust him. He's a dyed-in-the-wool spy, is what he is.
Kano didn't have the words. His clenched fist trembling once more. He fumbled for his cell phone again. Null says, heh, I see. It looks like there was a sus among us.
So true.
So true. He dialed Taijino's number. Phone rang 5 times, but failed to connect. There has to be a reason for this. I love this image of Kano on the phone, because it looks kind of like if you rotated it and flipped it and then put like a cell tower in the background and like made some waves coming out of it, you could make it be like 5G baby gets melted, but it's Kano. Like Kano gets melted by 5G waves. It's just like the filtering on the right makes it really remind me of that image. You know that picture? Do you know the one I'm talking about?
I don't think I
Where a
know.
baby gets melted by 5G waves?
No.
No.
I don't know why this is what I thought of. But this is Kano right now. Hang on, I'm gonna put it on stream so everyone can see. Here we go. Okay. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It was there for like a second.
Everyone rewind the stream and look at the very brief moment that it was on stream.
Huh. I can't do that.
I flashed it again.
Oh, that one!
Yeah, that one.
It just appears briefly.
Hang on. There we go. This is Kano right now. Just gonna put it here, just for reference.
Okay.
Okay. Now we can keep playing the video game. Tatano must know something we don't. Stanley scoffed.
Really, now? And what makes you so sure of that?
Because Detective Tatano was sure this kidnapping wasn't about the ransom. Kana's mind drifted back to 9 o'clock that morning. Ahead of their stakeout at the Scramble, he was walking with Tatano through the halls of the Shibuya precinct. "We're gonna do a bang-up job out there, Detective Tatano," he chirped. He was maybe a bit too excited about getting to take part in such a major case. Tatano patted Kano on the back. This is Tatano. I don't think anyone.
I don't think any of us have done that.
Echo, do you want to be Tatano?
Yeah.
He talked down a would-be arsonist. He's a hero and maybe a traitor.
You need to take a step back.
Okay,
You're not letting yourself see the forest for the trees.
that's really what you're going with. You're gonna commit to this?
It's gotta be. It's gotta subvert expectations. It's got null castings on my side, agreeing.
No,
with
I don't
words
think
like,
that.
"All right,
I
and
don't-
okay."
It did not seem particularly enthusiastic, I would say, null castings messages by sort of using
So-
tone indicators like a period. Like it seems not enthused.
All right. Okay.
You need to take a step back. You're not letting yourself see the forest for the trees.
See, that's great. This is great. I love this one. What do you mean, sir? What do you mean? Oh, no, it's...
What I mean is that this is no ordinary kidnapping.
Tatano's words triggered a little revelation. You're talking about the location for the ransom handoff, aren't you? It doesn't make sense for the criminals to pick such a major intersection.
Warmer.
Connor frowned inwardly. He'd been so sure that that was the answer.
Have you thought about why they asked to have the sister make the handoff?
Connor thought some more before answering. Because women are easier to deal with?
Colder.
Older. If that was the case, why not pick the mother? No. What worries me is the fact that the Osawa girls are twins. They're having us send someone to the handoff who looks identical to the girl they kidnapped. What's going to happen when we do that?
What is going to happen, sir?
I'm not sure yet. But I have a feeling the kidnapper's plan hinges on it.
The two exited through the precinct's main entrance. Up ahead, rows of buildings stood tall against a backdrop of bright blue sky. Tajano let out a quiet sigh. Actually, it looks kind of gray, I'm gonna be honest.
To think that so many terrible things are happening out there on such a beautiful day. Solve one case and another's waiting. As always. What is it about people that drives them to do such horrible things? A girl abducted out of pure greed. When I think of how her parents must feel, I almost can't bear it.
They made their way toward the scramble. Tajano continued talking in a quiet voice.
My father was a raging alcoholic. The house was always a complete mess. He was loud, violent, never had any money, always reeked of booze. My mother, She would cry and cry. I was afraid to come home. Every day, I stayed out playing as late as I could possibly manage. And this monologue is so long that if I had used that other voice, my voice would start to hurt by now.
Exactly. Connor could hear the pain in Tatano's voice.
But it would have been appropriate since there's pain in Tatano's voice. Anyway. That life took too much of a toll on my mother. She died when I was still in grade school. And my father, he just got worse. I was there with him at the end, after he'd wasted away to almost nothing.
Hey, it's me, Kano. You're kind of trauma dumping right now, and I feel like we're kind of busy. So like you could stop venting.
Not the sort of childhood I'd ever wish on anybody. I really wish that we were willing to still put effort into our friends and our relationships instead of just saying words like trauma dumping, just to
Sounds like you really went
avoid
through
any
a lot.
emotional labor at all.
Kano hated himself for uttering such an empty platitude, but he had no idea what else to say.
Oh no, as old as I am, I still don't really know what it is to be happy.
So it's refusing to show us his face, but he has a short cropped hair and he's old.
I think that's probably because I've never known what it's like to have a happy family.
Tatano sounded so forlorn.
The only happiness I know how to protect is other people's happiness.
Kano heard that in those words the soul of a true detective.
That's the soul of an unhappy man.
Yeah.
I just hope you're ready.
Kano did his best to keep his voice in calm as level as he could, lifting up his clenched fist. Because if I find proof that Tatano is innocent, I'm planting this right into your jaw.
Okay, dude.
Stanley just
Stanley's
cracked a wry
like-
smile. The traffic had finally diminished, and they rapidly drew close to their destination. The Syndicate's hangout was in Tomagaya, to the southwest of Yoyogi Park. In Black Lodge. A ratty building looked like it might come crashing down at any minute. Black Lodge sign out front looked deliberately ominous. Kano knew the place as a bar frequented by expats from various countries, as well as a hotbed of criminal activity. Stanley
I'll take point. You back me up.
pulled a handgun from his suit pocket. It was a compact Glock, model frequently used by the FBI or CIA. Kano drew his
Oh,
own
we've
gun.
been here before.
Yeah, and the two cautiously made their way inside, because it's the same scene as before, but it's like way later in the day.
We've
in the
been
hour.
here before.
At the end of the hallway was a wooden door. Stanley signaled with his eyes. Kano gave a tiny nod. Stanley kicked the door in. Stench of blood hit them as soon as they stepped inside. Yup.
Yeah, everyone here's dead.
Kano let out a startled gasp. There were nearly a dozen bodies sprawled out across the floor. He recognized them all. They were men who'd participated in the repeated attaché case handoffs. Each appeared to have been stabbed to death. Stanley took a closer look.
It was like, earlier this hour maybe.
Kano quickly scanned the bar high and low. There was no sign of a killer in hiding. There was no trace of Maria either. One of the fallen men let out a faint, strained groan. Hey! Stay with us! He hunched down beside the wounded man.
Ugh.
A brief gurgle rose from the man's throat. He was clearly struggling to say something, but his voice was too garbled, too indistinct for Kano to make out any coherent words.
Kanan.
That would be Kanan, wouldn't
I don't know. Would it be Canaan? Is it like a... I don't know what that name is. That word
Oh
is.
no, wait, yeah, I think that like the way it's spelled it probably is Kanon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canaan is like a whole civilization.
Hmm. What was that? But there was no more. The dying man went limp and stiff.
Nice.
To be continued. We did it.
Wow.
Be kind of around.
Here's one issue I'm noticing though. How do we break the keep outs?
Well, Achi has a new thing.
I guess it's all up to Hachi. Now that he's
Yeah,
not gonna be
where is-
killed.
There's no... Like... Is there a jump here? Like, is that the jump
Like-
that I'm looking for?
It's just... Well, like, jumps can happen, like, a little bit out of the time area, but, like...
Yeah. I'll try
I
doing
don't
that jump
remember-
after this. But let's see what happens with Achi this time.
Alright, I think we played low long enough. I don't think we're on our way. We're on our feet when our voice outside the storm room again.
Yep, theater guys.
This is all my fault. It was my idea to hide out here in the first place. Oh, wait.
Never gonna be able to find out who we even now. Just have to get someone on
No,
the
no,
outside
that
with
would-
us.
Yeah. Maybe this time the... I guess that if he's distracted by Kano doing stuff and existing and calling Kajiwara, then that
Yeah.
means that like
Well, no, because that didn't happen this time. So I guess maybe it just assumes that Kano, like the default is Kano calls
because we
Kajiwara.
saved Kano with the traffic jam, it just assumes he does the thing that is worse for these characters.
Yeah.
So that we can see the bad end.
Oh, that's me. She took a look at the LTV display. She gets a song that plays whenever she gets an email.
I mean, it's the fucking the song
Yeah.
playing.
It's an email from Mr. Tanaka. Hitomi began typing out a response with practiced ease. More wild delusions rose in Achi's mind. Ideas or fantasies.
Ideas or fantasies conjured up in one's mind with no logical or factual basis. People can become deluded for varying reasons about a whole host of different subjects. Thankfully, Aichi's delusions are of an ultimately harmless sort. Yeah, this is ultimately harmless.
Stealing a quick glance at Hitomi, he noticed her gazing happily at her phone's screen. His delusions ran even more wild. While he was still fretting furiously, Hitomi finished typing her response.
So, what did you wind up saying?
Explain the situation.
That we're trapped in a storeroom and got some guys chasing after you and you're looking for some van?
Yes. I also asked him to please keep this a secret from my family and the police. Whoever this Tanaka guy was, Hitomi sure seemed to put a lot of trust in him. A short while later, Hitomi's phone chimed with a reply. She checked the screen in a flash, all eagerness. Achi. I feel like I should just ask what happens.
Yeah, she's normal.
Hachi couldn't help but ask.
So, what's this Tanaka guy have to say?
A hint of jealousy slipped into his voice. He says he's going to try to find the minivan for us.
Huh? If he just comes and lets us out, I can go look for it myself.
He says he wants us to hide out here a little longer.
Huh. What the hell? Seriously?
He says that if someone's after me, it's safer to stay where we are. That is true.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm out of the running.
Hachi thought to himself. He's like her uncle! It's not like that, dude!
It's kind of funny.
This Tanaka was clearly pretty concerned for her. There was really only one reason a middle... There is really only one reason a middle-aged man would think like that. This is Hachi.
Alright, fine, we'll wait.
Hachi turned his own phone off and slumped back in a huff.
No jumps, huh?
No jumps. After 20 more minutes in the storeroom, the two were sitting in silence. Hachi had run out of things to talk about. Do you think you'll ever be friends again? You and that one guy. Susumu, I think it was. Tomi's question caught Hachi off guard. He stammered, unsure how to respond. Hitomi shook her head. I'm so sorry. I barely know you. That was insensitive of me.
No. It's alright. I mean, sometimes I wish things could go back to the way they used to be.
Let out a tiny sigh.
What that Kiryu guy said was the truth. I was the guy who founded SOS. Do you know what I mean by that?
Tomi gave a slight nod.
I mean, I never wanted to be in charge of a gang or anything. But I knew that if I left, SOS would just fall apart. And I didn't want everyone else to get caught up all over who would take my place, you know? So, I thought long and hard about it. Looking for a way for folks to stay friends, even after I was gone.
Oh, yes. A loud voice echoed through the pool hole that served as SOS HQ. An establishment for playing pool, more formally known as pocket billiards. Okay.
Pool,
particular
more
place-
formerly known as pocket billiards.
This particular place is a pool bar, serving alcohol. The standard pool table is rectangular in shape, sports 6 pockets, 4 in the corners, and 1 in the middle of each long side, and supports multiple games, including 9-ball, 8-ball, and rotation. There are also tables without pockets. This style is known as carom billiards. This is Susumu. Echo.
What do you mean you're leaving? You're a founder, Hachi. You can't just up and quit.
Susumu, almost like a younger brother to Hachi. If anyone was going to try to stop him, Hachi knew full well it would be Susumu. Look, I'm not gang leader material. Oh, no,
I'm
it's
not
you.
gang leader material. All I've been trying to do is make sure we're all able to have fun.
That's not true. Think about all that stuff you taught us. Don't you remember? Every man gets to make one request in his life that cannot be denied.
Uh-huh.
Those are your words, Hachi.
Did I say that? Oh, that's you. Sorry.
Did I say that?
It's the heaviest thing you've ever said, man.
Then, to Achi's consternation, Susumu got down on his hands and knees.
Oh fuck, dude.
I'm begging you, please don't leave. Without you, SOS is nothing.
Achi could feel his conviction waver.
I'm begging you here, from one man to another. This is my one request.
God. You're so gay.
Susumu, I'm sorry.
Achi could barely croak out the words.
I'm leaving you in charge.
You can't! Please don't say that.
Achi turned his back to him in silence.
Please, Achi, why won't you listen? I can't possibly beg any harder than this.
Enough with all that request nonsense.
What?
Look at you, down on your hands and knees like that. Pathetic.
Ultimately stems from the Greek pathetikos, meaning subject to feeling or capable of emotion. Over time, the meaning changed to signify exciting the passions, and later on to the more modern sense of arousing one's pity. Achi spoke as harshly as he could, fighting to mask his true feelings. Oh!
Oh, I'm fed up with you, all of you.
Speech roared out of his mouth. Achi could feel his own heart breaking. If he could make the others hate him, at least it would give SOS a reason to stay together.
Achi!
Achi!
Ah!
Achi! How can you say that? Don't you try to pull that crap.
Achi, I don't think this is a good idea.
Well, Spirit of Justin, you're right. Susumu's tone had changed from sadness to anger.
Fine then. I'm never asking you for anything again. I'll do what you want. I'll take the reins of SOS.
Achi walked
I mean, it
away,
worked.
waving vaguely without looking back. That's Achi, I think.
Good luck. I mean it.
Once he'd stepped out of the pool hole, he wiped his sleeve across his face. He came away wet with tears.
Oh.
Sometimes I think that maybe I could go apologize to those guys. And we go back to the good old days again. But that's never gonna happen. Not unless Suzune gets better.
He stared into the distance, nothing in particular. At least he'd sorted out of how he felt about his former pals. Is there nothing that can help your sister?
She needs a heart transplant. And the problem with heart transplants is that the timing is tricky.
The act of surgically implanting one person's heart into another's body. Such an operation is typically only performed on a heart with severe heart disease, who cannot survive without a new heart. There are strict requirements that must be met before a heart can be transplanted, however. Chief among them, that the owner must first be brain dead. This is Sol.
Oh, sorry. I forgot that this was like him saying things.
Yeah.
Even if there's a donor available, the transplant has to be performed within 4 hours or things get dicey.
Because lack of oxygen causes damage, referred to as warm ischemia damage, in any organ removed from a human body, a transplant must be carried out and blood circulation restored within a certain time window, known as the total ischemic time. In the case of a heart transplant, total ischemic time is only 4 hours. Helicopters and charter jets are frequently used to rapidly transport hearts for such operations. Oh wow, I didn't realize.
Someone with a heart that's a match for Suzune would need to die somewhere near her, somewhere they could perform the surgery within that 4-hour window. The odds of that happening are so small, it would be almost a miracle, which is what my sister's been waiting for.
Reggie thumped the left side of his chest.
If my heart would do the trick, I'd gladly let her have it. Damn it. And I've got a strong heart, too.
Thumped himself in the chest again and again. He didn't mention it to Tomi, but Suzune's blood type made finding her a heart transplant even more difficult. She had Bombay blood.
Bombay blood?
A type of blood that does not correspond to the more common types of A, B, O, or AB. In some instances, a standard blood typing yields a result of O in such individuals. First discovered in the city of Bombay, now Mumbai, on India's west coast, the blood type takes its name from that city due to its relatively high incidence rate amongst the inhabitants. Huh,
Oh, of
this
course,
is a real
it's
fact.
Bombay blood.
It's a real fact.
It's a real fact.
Huh. Interesting.
She has special blood.
One of the
She's
rarest
one of the rarest.
blood types in the world. Rarely, there are only a few dozen people in all of Japan who had it. Rare blood types such as Bombay are scarce enough that even nationwide blood centers seldom have them in sufficient supply. For this reason, when such blood types are discovered in everyday testing, samples are quickly taken to be frozen and stored at temperatures lower than 80 degrees below centigrade. If Suzune were to ever to receive a heart transplant, it would need to be from someone who also had Bombay blood.
I see. This is why we have to. Things have to be fucking real dire. For some reason, for this little girl.
Hitomi sounded like she was on the verge of tears. Wow, she must really feel bad for Suzune. If you did manage to find a heart for your sister, what would you do?
What do you mean?
Say, if you happen across someone who was a donor match.
I would do anything.
Anything?
Yeah. Whatever it took. I'd risk my own life if it meant helping Suzune. I mean, at that point, I'd assume God had granted me a miracle or something, you know?
I think I know where this is going. Mr. Tanaka? Unfortunately for these two, it's not Mr. Tanaka. Right now, Tanaka is at the Osawa residence on his way to speak with Kenji Osawa.
We found
who's
it!
washing dishes after lunch. Immediately jumping.
We found it!
Let's fucking go! That's so funny, that jump.
Yeah.
The fucking zoom out!
That's Soul.
Director, if you have a moment, I've got something urgent to discuss with you.
Yes, of course. So I took the bug tracker from his pocket and handed it back to Kajiwara. I won't be needing this anymore. Let's take a screenshot of that. Oh, fuck me! I have to send this screenshot that I took a screenshot of the screenshot taken icon because it looked really, it's really funny. Please look at this.
Oh my god.
That could be an emoji.
That's a Oh, you're right. Here we go. This image. It's on the stream right now. I'm just gonna... Yeah.
It's a great image.
Yeah. This is an important. Can you?
Sorry, I'm putting it on the 5G, baby.
The baby.
Oh, this image so much. Okay. Anyway, Tanaka's definitely bugged. As soon as they left the kitchen, Tanaka leaned in close and whispered to him. This is you, Soul.
I got an email from Hitomi.
Immediately breaking her trust. It makes sense, but
Yeah.
like, damn. He showed
Still,
his cell phone to Osawa. It looks like my sister is being held captive in a blue minivan somewhere in Shibuya. But that man is still chasing me, so I can't really go looking for it. A blue minivan?
allow me to handle this, sir.
Oh, oops, sorry.
I'll figure something out.
Sawa knew he trusted Tanaka for a reason. Thank you.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know any place she might have gone, do you, sir?
What?
It's just that all she's told me is that she's been moving around a lot.
I'm sorry. I don't really have any idea. He was ashamed to say it. There wasn't a single place he knew of where his daughter might be inclined to go.
Ah, I see.
Tanaka, picking up on his discomfort, was visibly embarrassed himself. He hastened to change the subject.
By the way, how did your talk with Mr. Makino go?
I confirmed that he was behind the human disc, but I don't know who sent me those emails. Tanaka paused for a moment and thought, looking like he might have a hunch.
Alright then. We'll have to talk in more detail later.
With that, the assistant director headed for the front door. This is you, Echo?
No, I'm taking a drink.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Osawa?
Kajiwara spoke from the kitchen door. Peeping in on me again, huh? Thankfully, it didn't appear that the detective overheard his conversation with Tanaka. Good grief, that thing is noisy. If it's broken, why don't you just throw it out? The sounds from the bug tracker grew fainter and fainter. Something wasn't right, Sawa now realized.
Mr. Osawa. This is my bug tracker.
So?
What I mean is, sir, this one isn't broken.
What? This music? What?
The music? This music's saying, oh shit!
That's Ishin.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
It just like it scared me so much. A chill ran up Osawa's spine. He swallowed audibly.
I've pinpointed the source of the signal. It's coming from Mr. Tanaka.
No, Osawa thought. I must have misheard him. Hold on. Say that again?
I've located the source of the signal. It's coming from Mr. Tanaka.
This time, Osawa heard him crystal clear.
I'm certain of it. Mr. Tanaka has a listening device on him.
Osawa felt the blood draining from his face. If someone had been listening in on the conversation just now, then they'd heard about the email from Hitomi. If the kidnappers were the ones listening, that meant Maria's life was now in danger. I'll
go after him, sir.
Kajiwara broke into a sprint. Osawa followed close behind. That's seriously where the to be continued is? Oh my god.
Oh.
You could have. There's something about the to be continued animation continuing as you still have to listen to that horrible fucking beeping sound.
Okay, so
Yeah.
is it just... Wait, huh? No, we jumped out of Achi, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have a jump to Tama anywhere?
I think the only one we have is the one in Midorikawa's room. But I think I kind of want to do Tama's one last.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
continue off of Achi's jump. Huh?
Huh?
Why does it say cat?
Why does it say cat?
Okay.
For a moment, all was silent. Oh my god!
The other jump is here!
No.
Okay, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. though.
Okay, sorry.
It's just the word cat. There's not even like a tool.
Riley, exit out immediately.
I can't believe that's where that jump is. That's fucking hilarious. It's just the word cat.
It's the word cat. It's just the word cat. It's just the word cat.
This game's fucking great.
It's really good. It's really interesting how they how they make this like a real like puzzle visual novel. Like it's really interesting. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not like there are puzzles like, you know, like Zero Escape or anything. It is just a visual novel where the pieces, it's like you're putting together a mystery in terms of pure fiction, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's really cool. Maybe it's just a cat? Oh no, that's Achi.
Maybe it's just a cat? Or not.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a door. Doorknob rattled ominously.
Rattles your doorknob.
That's Achi.
Do you really think that's Tanaka?
I'm not sure. If it were him, I think he'd probably say something. Achi grabbed Tomi's hand. Better. That's...
Better hide.
Two of them slipped behind a large piece of plywood stage dressing. The door swung open with a loud creak. What? In stepped
Huh?
cat. What?
Huh?
It is a cat!
Okay, but this is after Tama takes the suit off.
Huh?
Tama just...
No, Tama we made... Oh yeah, that's the other thing you missed at the very beginning, is that Tama got the suit off.
Tama got the suit off and then it kept out so that we couldn't see it.
Yeah, that was
See
what
her.
we opened with that, and we haven't gone back to it since the beginning of the stream. It's just a kitty cat.
A giant kitty cat walking upright.
Hachi and Utomi stared in confusion. Someone in a cat costume slipped into the room. There was something vaguely sinister about the fuzzy figure. The cat had both hands stuffed into its pockets, and it shuffled as it walked, dragging one leg.
You think that's someone with the theater troupe?
Maybe? Two huddled in the shadows, pressed almost cheek to cheek. They watched as the cat rifled around inside one of its pockets and then pulled something out. Keys. It was a bundle of keys, no doubt the ones it had used to get inside. Hachi's eyes fixed on the furry mitt that held them. It was stained dark red! That could be only one thing. Blood. In that moment, Hachi finally realized just what was going on.
That's no theater guy.
It was the assassin. He used the catsuit to slip past the theater people, and had somehow gotten his hands on the storeroom keys. Now he tossed the keys away, and then delicately adjusted the costume's wobbly head.
Oh,
It's a bad end to take off the suit. What if it's...
Tommy, we've got to run.
What if that's the justification that you can't take
It
the
would be
suit
so
off?
funny. Tommy seemed frozen, mesmerized. It's fucking
Why is
Sonic.exe!
Why is it Tama.exe?
The cat turned directly toward them. The fur around its mouth was stained with crimson. Tommy let out a
God.
high-pitched cry of shock. The cat drew its other hand out of its pocket. Clutched in its mitt was a gun. Hachi and Hitomi had nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Yeah, oh my god, seriously. It's a fucking bad end to take off the suit because fucking
What?
Hachi and Hitomi get murdered!
What?
Disguised as a cat costume, the killer Hachi and Hitomi. Where do you get that cat costume? As it happens,
Okay,
it's
maybe-
Tama's fault. Stuff the suit
maybe-
away after taking it off, allowing the staff to
Maybe
find
we
it.
just keep it. We just keep the suit, but we still take it off. Go. We need to take that
No,
shit
you
off.
have to keep the suit on.
I just want to see
No.
what she looks like!
That's how they get you.
What's up with the cat? That's also a good nomination for a stream title. What's up with that cat?
What's up with that cat?
That's the thing, it doesn't break the keep out.
No. 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 No, please. Please. Ah!
So the rest of the
Comes
cat
up.
costume
Comes
completely
up.
abandoned as I head to the knickknack
Oh
shop.
fuck, she abandoned it. She does abandon it. No.
Yep.
Immediate keep out.
Because it's
Yeah.
what do I do with the cat suit? It's not worth the struggle. Guess this cat's staying in the bag.
Popular folk etymology asserts that the expression, let the cat out of the bag, comes from the unscrupulous practices of certain farmers, who would sell a pig at market, only to deceive the buyer by surreptitiously swapping out the purchased porker for a cat. The likelihood of anyone mistaking a cat, even one inside a bag, for a pig is, however, extremely low, let alone the likelihood that enough people would fall for such a scheme to warrant a phrase referring to it entering the language. Do you want to do the narration for this bit,
I'll
Sloan?
figure I'll head to the knick-knack shop as is.
Because my voice is tired.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, now we get the keep out.
And now
So now that jump works.
Now we get the keep out, but also now that she's in the suit, Aichi gets to live, so maybe we should
Yeah, I guess we'll finish
Jeez.
Achi's story first.
just finish it.
Also, my theory, Hitomi totally has Bombay blood. Hitomi's has Bombay blood and could be. That's why she was like, "What do you? Why, if you happened across someone who's a donor match, she has Bombay blood for sure."
Yeah, probably.
I feel like it would be dumber than that. Like the person who's the gunman. Like the gunman has Bombay
The thing
blood.
is that Hitomi having Bombay blood doesn't help because she hopefully won't die.
Well, no, but it's just like it brings Archie into conflict. It's like, damn.
Yeah, that's true. Mr. Tanaka? Maybe
Oh,
it's
well,
just
just-
a cat? Or not.
Suddenly, someone hit the door hard. Sounded like they were trying to break the lock.
You really think that's Tanaka?
I'm not sure. If it were him, I think he'd probably say something. Archie grabs Tomi's hand.
We'd better hide.
Two of them slip behind a large piece of plywood stage dressing. The door swung open with a loud creak.
It's the guy with the cane!
In stepped the man with the cane.
The man with the cane. What the heck? What's he doing here? It's so funny that they're being chased by two different guys.
Yeah. Gun drawn, the assassin prowled slowly around the storeroom. Archie and Hitomi crouched behind the plywood prop, trying not to make a sound. The man moved out of their line of sight. Archie gazed longingly at the door. Archie risked a peek around the corner of the plywood. He still couldn't see the man with the cane. The door was maybe 5 meters away. What should they do? I mean, I think we probably have to make a run for it.
Safer chance. Safer chance.
Okay, you think?
Yeah,
safer
no,
chance?
you're right. Make a run for it. Let's just fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Archie took a firm grip on Tomi's hand. Suddenly they heard the sound of a cell phone vibrating behind a tall piece of plywood leaning by the door. The assassin stepped out from behind it. If they'd made a run for it, they'd probably have bumped right into him. Okay, well,
Okay.
that was a close one.
Okay, alright. Yeah, sure.
Archie wiped away a few beads of cold sweat.
The instinct was wrong. I'm sure this is the place.
His voice was low and confident. Uh-oh, did he have friends? Yeah, assassins are people too, dude. They have friends. Still clutching his phone, the assassin wandered deeper into the storeroom. Archie and Hitomi took the opportunity to slip out the door. They ran through the alleyways back toward the main road. Oh my god. Before they reached it, however, they suddenly found their path cut off by one of the parties.
The other guy!
The accomplice of the man with the pipe. He stood waiting for them, holding a knife in one hand.
We have a cane man, pipe man, knife man.
Yeah.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
If they turned back, Archie knew the man with the cane might catch up with them. He had a gun. Archie slipped off his sleeveless jacket and wrapped it around his left arm. He was going to have to use his left arm to guard against the knife while punching with his right hand. He clenched his fist and braced himself. And then, suddenly, he froze.
Huh?
A small dark silhouette dropped from somewhere up above. Landing deftly, the newcomer lunged toward the man with the knife, closing the gap between them in the blink of an eye.
Huh?
Ninja!
Huh?
Urgh! Urgh! The figure delivered a swift chop to the back of the man's neck. New person. He dropped to the pavement like a dead
New
man,
person.
finally giving Anachi a clear view of the shadow behind him. Archie couldn't believe his eyes. It was a small-statured young woman with Middle Eastern features.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hitomi?
Hitomi?
Hitomi? I mean,
Hitomi let out a little gasp.
Maria went to the Middle East, right?
Oh, I guess so. Kenan?
Huh?
Surprise!
Wait, that's the name of the mastermind, and also what
That's-
one of the guys said.
That's... Is it the mastermind?
That's. Wait, is that not? Did
I don't remember
I
anyone
forget what
saying that.
Canon was from.
No, yeah, you're right. He didn't say that the mastermind was Kanan. I just assumed that they
Yeah.
were saying.
So,
yeah,
they
yeah.
said
I got it
Kenan.
crossed.
Kenan. I don't know how the fuck you say that. I'm gonna go with Kenan for now. And so, I presume she did, yeah.
I would, especially if she's from the Middle East, like it would have to be Canaan, because
Kenan.
that's the name of the people from like sometime BC.
Oh, okay. Kanan. Okay, well, let's stick with Kanan for now.
They're
Yeah, I knew this character.
people of Cain.
I knew this character existed because when I was looking up stuff about this game, there's a sequel anime.
Huh?
There's an
Yeah.
anime that's a sequel to this game, and when I was looking it
Yeah.
up, I found a character page for a character named Kanan, and I was like, "Who the fuck's this? I haven't heard of this character."
Well, here we
but
are.
I didn't read about her at all. Just I knew that she existed, and she looks obviously very different in the anime because she's an anime character in that one.
Yeah, and not a real person.
Yeah, I am definitely gonna watch, probably with Soul, the sequel anime after this. Not on stream, but I'm very interested in. I want to see what happens in that sequel anime.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to see it.
Well, you can also watch it. I
I
wasn't gonna leave you out if you wanted to watch.
don't want to be left out.
Anyway, it's finally time to finish the fucking hour by going to Tama.
Cat?
Cat time.
Keep out. Defeated.
No
Cat?
Thomas in the sequel.
The sales
What?
demo is over, and against all odds, I managed to get paid! Money clutched in one paw, I head to the knickknack shop to finally buy that necklace I can't stop thinking about. Hello? Anyone here? I call out. There's no reply. Is the shopkeeper out?
Just a moment.
Panting, the sales clerk comes scurrying into the shop behind me.
Sorry about that. I just had to pop out for a sec. Huh. You would not believe what I just saw.
He leans against a pillar, gasping audibly as he tries to catch his breath.
Ah, you're here about the necklace?
Do you still have it?
No. Of course.
Thank you so much!
Back.
I have half the money here, and the rest is in my... Oh. I
So?
suddenly remember something very important. Oh no. The sales clerk gives me a curious look.
Huh? What's the matter?
My wallet. It's still in here! I pat the costume around the tummy.
So why don't you just take that outfit off?
Well, I mean, the zipper's kind of broken. I wouldn't be having all this trouble. I could just get out of this darn costume.
Kind of broken? It's way more broken than that.
The sales clerk points me to a full body mirror. He's right. The zipper in the back is hanging open. Wait, Taking this thing off will be a cinch now.
Oh, thank you.
I give him a bow. Oh my god. Are we still getting it?
I'm not sure you need to be thanking me.
No, I do. If you hadn't pointed that out, I might have let myself stay stuck in here forever. So really, thank you so much. I bow again and again.
Oh yes, FMV time, yes!
Oh my
Oh,
fucking god!
Yeah!
Yeah!
FMV!
Yes! Fuck
Oh.
yes! The FMV reveal! It is Maria. It's fucking is Maria! It's
She's
fucking Maria!
Thomas Maria!
Thomas Maria! She's a fucking amnesiac! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yes!
I'm getting a really bad preposition about this. What are you calling flim flam?
Two to three.
2-3. God, this game fucking rules.
It whips, yeah.
So good.
The fucking the chapter was that
Hey.
achievement I got. Is, whoa! Tama freed. I love that animation. God. I am
It's
sad
so
that she's
good,
not
but
a cat
I
anymore.
hate it.
She is
We
Not
have to
wiggling
make it-
anymore.
She has to get back in the suit for some reason. We have to put her back in
Oh,
the
she's
suit.
just called Maria now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is that I did see that coming, and also the fucking, like, the achievement for clearing that chapter was called Deadly Preposition, because Achi says, I've got a bad preposition about this, because he doesn't know
Yeah.
the word premonition.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was great, and that's gonna be where we end off for today. We've got a whole new hour to start, and I have to go to the doctor's in like an hour, so this works out perfectly. Thank you all
It
for
worked out
watching.
perfectly.
This game fucking rules.
You don't.
Yeah.
Get excited for next week. Maria, see the real Maria.
Next week, Tama has evolved into Maria. Maria.
Maria.
Typical fucking.
We're gonna say that a lot.
It's just a typical Pokemon evolution where a cute animal turns into just a girl.
No, this is a Digimon evolution.
Yeah, it's Digimon.
She's not holding guns.
No, but like, Gatomon literally turns into Angemon.
Yeah, I agree with Melcasting. The suit was too cool.
Yeah, I do think that the suit was very good, and I'm sad that they got rid of it. But you know what I'm just happy about? They put FMV in it. Finally, FMV has happened, and that made me happy. Finally, my dream achieved.
That was the moment to put FMV in it for sure.
Okay.
What a
Ugh.
strong and enjoyable episode of Full Motion Video, everybody.
I'm gonna pull you up.
We
It's from
did
Mystery Ball.
it!
We did it!
Okay, I need to go rest my voice. Goodbye, 5G baby Columbo. And farewell.
Goodbye. Farewell.